Hello, welcome to the stream, homies. Din 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 din. Welcome in, homie, and to everybody who's lurking. I hope that you're having a wonderful Sunday. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Hello, Adam. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I'm very sorry that I missed Thursday's stream. I just was completely wiped out from Wednesday night's movie night where we watched Jingle All the Way, and goddamn, did I wake up not with a hangover because here's the weird thing about me. Like I don't I don't really get hangovers. Like there's only merry holidays. Hi Ash. How you doing? Here's the thing. Like I don't get hangovers. I think in the history of ever, I probably have only had one hangover and that was after this New Year's celebration that I had with my mom. Um and it was like that just that one time because the way that people explain it to me, it's like, you're sensitive to light, you have a headache, you're dehydrated, and I definitely felt all of those things after a little celebration. This was over a decade ago at this point. Um but like yeah, I don't think I've had one since then. But despite that, I just, I wasn't feeling 100%. I don't want to go live if I don't feel like more or less inclined to be here with y'all. You know what I mean? I was dragging the next day at work. Yeah, those it definitely do be that way. It's listen, I understand that movie nights are late and like not all the homies get to watch them, right? And especially because we eat the VOD, like, you got to just be there to experience it, right? But these things do go on pretty long and it can get a little bit late. I mean, hell, like typically we end movie nights maybe about like 12:30 a.m. like my time. So all the East Coast boys are fucked. They are fucked. But yeah, self-care is muy importante for sure. For sure. For sure. I was hungover from shopping. Okay, listen. The burnout from shopping is too real. I can't even I have not I have not stepped foot in a mall since like August. And most of that is in anticipation for the holiday season because people get really crabby and like really salty during the holiday season, like Thanksgiving and well, American Thanksgiving I should say, and like, the typical Crimbo, Hanukkah, Shanukkah, whatever, all of that stuff, it just makes people a little like, ooh, you know? So I just kind of avoid it. Holiday shopping sends my social anxiety flying. True, same. Like, listen, I already get enough. I don't want to say anxiety, but I already get enough social burnout from doing like big collab streams. Like let me be clear here. I love collaborating with the homies. I love being on other people's streams, but it's tiring, Like I don't think of myself as being a total recluse, perhaps, but it's grating. You know what I mean? It's grating. What's up, Hawk Patui? I hate the holidays. Here's the thing. I go back and forth between like loving the holiday season and then like not, right? Oh my god. I'm sorry. I need to stop for a second. I just realized something. I don't actually have a green screen up. Like, look, watch. If I turn this off, oh my god. How did I forget the green screen? How did I Oh, you know what? Fuck it. Whatever. We out here. It works. You couldn't tell. You couldn't tell anyway. Um that was weird. Anyway, yeah, I go back and forth between like really enjoying the holiday season and not. I like it. Yeah, I kind of like it too. It's freeing. I feel like I can really back up, right? I feel like I have more room for activities now because typically it's like right behind my back, right? Anyway, the thing that weirdly enough gets me like ready and pumped for the holidays is all the times that I've worked in the past in like cafes, retail, food service, right? The places where you would think that, oh, the places that you think workers would probably be the most burnt out from the holidays, that's typically where I thrive. I don't know what it is. I think it's like maybe it's like taking a mental poll. You know what I mean? Like getting a consensus. People like come in and and like they're varying degrees of excitement for the holidays. Some of them hate them, some of them like really like it, and kind of getting the vibe of like the community that I interact with gets me in the mood. You know what I mean? It just it sets the mood. Um Now, that being said, there have been a lot of terrible things that have happened around the holiday season. Like last year, for example, during the holiday season was a little rough. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest, but it feels almost as if it's like it works by leap year, like by like leap year rules where every 3 or 4 years, I'm like, dude, the holidays are awesome, right? And then all the ones in between, they're just kind of like either mid or terrible, you know? But one way that I get into the holiday spirit these days is something that I actually set as a tradition back in 2016. In 2016, I played Skyrim for the first time. And I know at that point it was already like pretty old, right? But what ended up happening as I played it during the holiday season, because like, you know, Hawaii doesn't experience seasons in a traditional sense, you know? Like here in Colorado, like it is fucking like 30 degrees, right? Or for my Canadian homies, that's like -1, -2 Celsius, something like that. I think maybe it's like -1 or maybe it's even 0. I don't know. I can't convert right off the top of my head. But freezing temps. Exactly. That's the point. That's the absolute point right there. Freezing temperatures. It is cold AF outside. And funny enough, experiencing an actual like season is not making me feel like it's a part of the holiday season. It's just making me want to stay inside even more. Me, wait, what if that was Christmas all along? Staying inside and not wanting to leave your house. Whoa. True. I think in those situations, it's easy to chat because there's always a topic. It's fast paced, so you can move on quickly, and the mental stimulation of working and chatting sometimes is just elite. And when you have the energy, yeah. That's actually a really good point. Um, I think you're absolutely right. It's it's kind of just knowing it's knowing that even if you fuck up the situation and you destroy their holiday spirit, whatever. Next, like let's bring on the next person. Let's try that again, champ. Let's try that again. Take two. Take two. People were forced to stay inside with family, so instead of going crazy, they turned into celebration. The Monopoly was invented, ruined everything. Oh my god, that's so true. Okay, I don't think any of you have the kind of YouTube brain rot that I do, but yesterday, I think it was yesterday, Mr. Beast released a video where he essentially locked two people in a isolation chamber for 100 days, right? And one of the catches to that was like there's lights. It's pretty much like it looks like a hospital room, realistically. Everything's very sanitized. There's no entertainment whatsoever. And they had to make it through the entire 100 days. At one point, Mr. Beast offers to sell them like a copy of Monopoly for like $10,000 because their grand prize was 500,000. So they're like, do you want to play this game to pass the time or not? Like, you don't have to pay it, but if you want to, you can. At first, they say no. Mild spoilers here, I guess. But I'm not going to spoil the rest of the video. Mild spoilers here, but they ended up saying no at first. And then, like 40, 30 days later, they ended up saying yes when he tried again and being like, hey, do you want some entertainment? You got 40 days left. And they ended up taking him up on his offer. They played Monopoly for like 9 days, right? And then at some point, being locked in with this other person, because they were strangers before they even came in. At one point, they are so like well, one of them, the woman that was locked in there with the guy, it was a man and a woman. She absolutely starts to hate Monopoly because that's like all they can do. So she ends up at some point hiding the dice so they could no longer play the game. What the fuck? He's having fun. Why? Like, I get it. It's like being locked in a room with your annoying sibling, but dude, you didn't have to resort to that. That's insane. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that like traditions and like celebration is just Stockholm syndrome repackaged. Seriously. People, am I right? Yeah, true. True. Hakbatui, how like okay, I understand. I understand that I let you like bet in this chat offline that one time, but like how many how how much PP do you actually have? Like what is that? That's over, is that a billion? Is that like I missed offline Gamba? Yeah, so Din every once in a while, I completely forget to turn off my bot after we're done with stream. And what ends up happening is I find Hawk Patui sitting in my offline chat, just spinning the gambas. And when I catch him, I usually cut it off, right? But this one time while I was on stream with Peachy, I think that was last week Sunday, he just went off, and then I turned it off, and then he had a fucking meltdown. He's like, no, just let me get to a billion, please, just let me get to a billion. And listen, I was preoccupied, and I'm like, you know what? Buddy's having fun. You're embellishing a little. Yeah, just a little. You were upset. Do you want me to pull up your chat log? I can show exactly what you said. Exactly. Oh wait, can I? Oh, I can't from here. Never mind. Never mind. Tone was missing. Yeah, tone was missing. Anyway, like he got to a billion, and then I cut him off, and now he's a billionaire, or probably more. What is that? A trillion? That's not a trillion yet, right? That's not a trillion yet, right? I did offline Gamba and Peaches stream once. dude, dude, that's how it starts. Just let me get to a billion. Gets to just let me get to a trillion. Just let me get to quadrillion. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. Anyway, homies, let me turn this on. Let me turn this on for you. So, as you can see in the TV right next to me, the tank is up and going. We don't have froggies in it quite yet, but but it is thriving. It is absolutely thriving. Can I pull this? Can I make this actually like bigger? Hold on. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. I did turn on the what's the wattage of the tank? That's actually a really good question. I don't actually recall. But this is the fish tank that Maru and I made on stream, on her stream last week Tuesday. When that happens, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I know I said this on Maru's chat, but I'll repeat it again. Um Once all the water went in, because the gravel wasn't pre-washed, I ended up having to actually deconstruct the entire tank and wash all the gravel so that way it can be clear, right? I'm still trying to pull this up. Apologies. I know. Oof. Oof indeed. But don't worry. I'm trying to get a closer look at this. But the problem is if I do this, then I'm just trying to make sure that there's audio because I know that there's not audio on that scene typically. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Do 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 do. Okay, okay. You taking a swim? Yes. Yes, I am. All right, so welcome to the tank. Um, we have a lot of plants. I've added, I think, five new plants since you saw it on Tuesday. I did post a picture of this before I added all these plants in the Discord. So, like, if you haven't seen it already, you can look at the before photo as well. But, this tank has, I think, about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It has 9 different plants in there. We have a little banana plants. I don't know what kind of banana plant this is, but it's some sort of aquatic one. And then Maru just yesterday got me this grass. So if you didn't already know, she works in a exotic pet store, right? And her job mostly is like cleaning the tanks and maintaining for the aquariums and the fish there because that's like her passion. She loves aquariums and aquascaping a lot. It's her whole like it's her whole deal. So she took it out. She took time out to pick a bunch of the plants that like they needed to get rid of anyway. She gave them to me. So now we have some grass off to the corner over here. The banana plants. I forgot what this one is called, but it's already starting to grow, which is crazy because this happened just yesterday that I put it there. And then we have a bit of a forest off to this side, right behind the rock that I'm covering up. Um, my goal here is to ultimately get enough of them so it looks like a foresty backdrop. But at the same time, if I just move just a little bit more to the side here, I'm trying to keep this section here as clear as possible of like plants because I want to make sure once we do get the froggies, the African albino dwarf frogs. We're gonna get two of them. Um, Once they come in and we switch to this cam because you do have an aquarium tank cam now. I want to make sure that you can see them at least some of the time, right? So we're gonna keep this section pretty much empty. We got these little palm tree things, and I don't know if you can see how well they're doing, but they're struggling to say the least. So I'm not sure if they're going to take to the tank, but I sure hope so. I sure hope so. And then the far right corner that's on the bit of a darker side, we have a Anubius. I forgot what type of Anubius, but we have an Anubius. And what's really cool about these boys is that you don't actually have to put the roots into the substrate. It doesn't need to be in the soil at all. The nitrates and the nitrites in the water will actually just let it grow. Apparently, something that a lot of people like to do is super glue them to their logs and to their rocks because they don't actually need to be, like in soil, like I just said, right? So I don't think that's what I'm going to do, but we'll probably cover this log a bit. I've killed many Anubias. Well, I sure hope that this one doesn't die. I don't know. We will see. Out of all of these plants, because of Maru's job, I honestly only had to pay for I think three of these, which is the Nubius in the far right corner, and then these like sort of red long boys here. They're called Rotalas, red Rotalas. I got those ones as well. They seem to be doing pretty good. And then if you see, we have like this weird palm tree that looks like it's sticking up from the log. But in reality, what I did was I made this little basket system because that plant up there is actually terrestrial. And as apparently, and Maru assured me that this would probably work, you don't need to put it in soil. Apparently, you can just aquaponically just grow this thing. The roots can just be in the water and it will just absorb everything. So that's pretty sick. I don't know if it's going to live. I don't know if it's going to last. But here's, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed, really. I know, isn't this weird? Isn't this weird? I'm starting to talk about aquatic shit like I actually know what I'm talking about. That's crazy. I'm Needless to say, I'm having a really good time. I'm having a really good time with this tank. And if you see Maru, tell her thank you for getting me a tank because this has become one of my new Zen obsessions. Listen, I've noticed because I posted onto r/aquariums and r/aquascaping. I noticed that a lot of gamers tend to get fish tanks, and I'm starting to understand why. Because you can simply turn around or wherever your tank is, look at your tank, and there's just this little ecosystem that yes, even Sniffles, you got to make, and what's the word I'm looking for? You get to take care of this thing, and it's just this little isolated little pod of just either joy or destruction, no matter regardless of how you want to do it. It just looks so good. You can touch aquatic grass. I can. I literally watch. I can literally. I touched grass. Real talk though, those like little grass boys are actually taking to the tank pretty freaking well. Like they started so there's a term that Maru taught me. When you know that the plants are actually starting to absorb nutrients, it's called purling, and that's when little air bubbles start coming out from the leaves and from the roots. And it did that. I mean this. I shit you not. Like within 2 hours of me planting them in there. So I think that that's a really good sign. What I'm really hoping is, let's see if I can pull this up, and more importantly, if I can remember what the hell this is called. Um, I think it's called like micrograss, micro micrograss, not micro penis, micrograss. Um, no, I guess that's not what it's called. Is it called frog grass? No, it can't be. It can't be. Um, oh, it's called dwarf grass, not micrograss. Okay, okay, okay. Here. Oh, I need to turn off this camera. I just realized. I did not like I wasn't prepared at all to actually show you the tank like this. Is if you can't tell. Okay, here we go. Oh, I'm in the TV. Oh, that's weird. Well, anyway, so these are micrograsses. And let me try to move this a little bit off to the side like this. So you can really take this in. So what's really sick nasty about this is they will just kind of grow on their own. And thankfully, because of the gravel and the really good substrate that I added to the bottom, it supposedly is going to thrive. I'm trying to look for a really good photo of this. This will probably work. My tank, our tank, once the frogs come in, it can look like this: a grassy, beautiful wonderland. It's gonna be so cool. She dwarf on my grass until I micro. Oh, oh, word. They're supposed to be easy. I guess I'm just not good at it. I think I don't know. I think it comes with like a certain green thumb. You know what I mean? Like you gotta. It just it's a lot of work. You know, it's a lot of work. There's no denying that. But there has to be some sort of I guess understanding into plant life. As it turns out, you can't just water the plants and it'll be fine. Crazy, right? Crazy. Um, but anyway, I wasn't planning on talking about the tank at all, but that's all right. That's all right. Let me take myself out of this thing because that's kind of weird. Oh, there you go. That's kind of weird. I grow terrestrial plants, no problem. I have hundreds, but aquatic, nah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm really hoping that all the frog poopies also really help these things grow too. I don't know. We'll see. I'm literally just scratching the surface at this point. Just scratching the surface. Oh, are they gone? Frog poop is poggers? You can say that again, brother. You can say that one again, brother. Okay, cool. Cool. They're not gone. All right, sick. Sick. Okay. Now, I want to take a moment to address something that happened on Friday. And it actually kind of plays into the overall theme of stream today. So, on what was this, Friday? On Friday, I was playing Icarus with Maru during the day. She was on her lunch break, and while we were playing Icarus, I usually have Discord open on my third monitor right off to the side, and I'm just like, every once in a while I'll glance over whenever somebody like pings any of the Discords that I'm in, just to kind of like keep in the loop, right? And as I'm sitting here playing with Maru, I look over, I glance over to Discord, and I notice that there is a little exclamation point right next to my Discord icon. And I'm like, okay, that's weird. So I click on it, and I notice that the Discord server is completely down. Like I can't access it whatsoever. And I'm like, okay, what the fuck? Why? So I started looking into it. Like I Alt F4 the game and I start Googling it. And Discord gave me, or a quick Google search gave me 3 different answers. Either I'm offline, which I can prove I'm not because like I can look at every other Discord server. Two, the server itself is down, which is a possibility. I mean, like, Discord hosts a lot of servers all of the time, so I get it. I understand. Or three, the Discord has been temporarily locked and or banned for whatever reason. So I'm like, why? So I start looking through my emails and I'm not getting any answers. And I'm just baffled. So I let it be. I'm like, okay, we're just gonna let the Discord just chill for now. About 2-ish hours later, I get the notification that I got an email from Discord and I start looking at it. And I wish I could show this to you, but unfortunately my personal information's all over the place, so I can't. But um Discord claims, and I say claim because this is all very alleged because I can't prove this actually happened. They told me that my Discord was temporarily suspended because of sexual content that broke their TOS. And I'm kind of like, okay, hold on. Don't get me wrong. We all get respectively horny at some point or another, like we're a little cheeky, like we're a little naughty, we're a little rapscallion sometimes, but we never do it like this community and myself, we never do anything that's like outright questionable for the most part. So I was kind of taken aback. And especially on my Discord, where or on the Discord, where for the most part people are like, I don't want to say wholesome, that's not the right word, but we're pretty tame for the most part. Like the community is tame. We share a lot of wholesome little things. We boost each other up. We vote on movies. We chat about little memes and stuff. We share music. Like it's not like there was nothing that's that like would immediately ring any alarm bells as to like someone breaking any rules. So I was taken aback by that. So I start looking through all of the Discord logs to see what was posted. And I guess I guess at some point someone had their account hacked or something like that. I'm guessing that because it was from a name that, and I don't want to out them, but I guess they got their Discord hacked and they started posting a bunch of like lewd shit in like Maine, which I thought was kind of weird, but they started posting a bunch of lewd shit to Maine, and Discord would just shut it down because I guess it was fraudulent behavior. But the thing is, all that I saw was that they attempted to send stuff and it didn't go through, but yet they still locked the server. I don't know. I don't know, man. Like, I feel like the internet has gone through enough of NSFW lewd shit in the past just week, especially here on Twitch, which I'm going to talk about that in just a little bit. Did we really need to shut down probably one of the nicer corners of the internet just because of alleged like hacking? I don't know. I don't, as far as I know, like things were fine. None of my VIPs were hacked. None of my mods were hacked. The 3 people who have admin abilities within the Discord, they were fine. We must protect the children. What children? Where? Show me a child. Name a child. I don't know them. I don't know any of them. Or something. I don't know. I don't know. Must have been all those sexy fish tank photos. Maybe? I don't know. I'm just as baffled as you are, to be honest. But with that, Discord's fine. You can still exclamation point Discord. What the fuck is a child? I don't know. Maybe it's like a tiny drunk human being. I don't know. Point is, the Discord is up again. It's fine. Seems to be okay now. Whatever it is, I think it's been resolved. So we can just move on. I just think that was really BM. Personally, I think that was really BM. We call those Vern Troyers. Now that's just fucked up. He's dead. No, I don't. I'm not going to say what I was about to say. Oh no. Oh no. Anyway, moving on. Moving on. All right. So I was not live, and I have not been live except for on Maru's stream on Friday since this all happened. So I'm gonna TLDR what happened last week on Twitch. Just in case you don't know, most of you probably do know, but just in case you don't, TLDR, a streamer named Morgpie, essentially brought a lot of attention to herself because she was doing these streams that made it appear like she was topless. She'd do little jumping jacks, she would do little like wiggles, like very like pushing the line of what NSFW content can be on this platform. As a result, she got banned. Big surprise. Like I feel like most people who are aware of this person came to realize that pretty quick, right? Well, the unfortunate thing about this is, or I guess fortunate for a lot of people, Twitch decided to, instead of making an example out of Morpie, change their nudity guidelines on the platform. And for 3 sweet days, you could not go onto the art category on this platform and not see either a big throbbing dick, big humongous swollen titties, actual straight up labia. It was wild. It was actually wild. And I talked about this a little bit on Wednesday when these things really started to take effect and people started taking advantage of this new nudity guideline being changed. And I said that I feel like this is a bad move from Twitch because it's just going to take one white suburban mom to try to sue Twitch because her son just saw a whole ass vagina on a platform that is supposed to be protecting the children, right? Well, as it turns out, they reversed that. They completely backstepped and rolled back on what they were talking about in the most BM way possible. Friday morning rolls around, right? And Twitch is like, yeah, we're going to roll all that back. You can't show titties on stream anymore. You can't show cocks anymore on stream. You can't show a vagina on stream. And we did this specifically because AI arts, yes, AI generated porn, is something that a lot of people were apparently getting away with because it looks so photorealistic that you basically can't tell that it's not a real person. Well, one of the people who were caught in that crossfire was the one and only Pay Money Wubby. I almost said Nubby. Pay Money Wubby. And what makes this really fucked up is the fact that when he showed, a Filipina grandma with her whole titties out on his stream on Wednesday, things were still kosher. Things were still fine. Twitch very much had that system in place to allow for that kind of content. Well, everybody who took advantage, well, not everybody, but almost every notable person who took advantage of this new nudity guideline, they got banned retrospectively. What? You can't. Yes, Doki. Yes. I know. You want to say hi? What can I do for you, girl? Do you not like me talking about titties? No? No titties? No titties. Okay, I guess no titties around here. Point is, he got banned retrospectively for a rule that they changed on that day. He got banned for something that he did in the past when it was totally fine. Yes, Stokey. Here, I'll continue in just a moment. Let me let her outside. Okay. Anyway, um, what was I saying? All right. So they banned retrospectively a lot of people who utilized those things, and I thought it was very interesting because the reason that they cited for his particular ban was what was the exact wording? Youth, uh, something about youth. Basically, like they accused him of having a stream that is detrimental to the child's mental state, and exposing them to mature contents at such an early age, which I think is a bunch of fucking bullshit because one, much like this stream, we have a mature tag, right? And theoretically, and I understand the whole like Pornhub thing where you can just click your age, be like, "Yes, I'm 18." I understand, but things were in place to make sure that that didn't happen. But they still went back on their word and still banned him for putting youth at risk. What the fuck? Well, he has a 7-day ban, and I guess he's going to be back in on Friday, this Friday, because that's when the ban ends. But what I think makes this a little bit worse, at least from a PR stance, is the fact that they also unbanned Morgpie. As a matter of fact, hold on, I'm pretty sure they're still live right now because I saw that they were live before I started. If they're not, it doesn't matter. But like, let's see. Let's see. No, no, they're no longer live. No, they are. They are. They're right here. They're literally right here. Hold on. Let me mute this for a sec. I understand that I could potentially receive some backlash for showing this, but this is apparently what they allow and are okay with on this platform after rolling back all of their nudity guidelines. Still loading, sorry. I'm on a potato. I'm on that coconut wireless. Here. they It's like, okay, I'm sorry, but what was the fucking point of even banning her to begin with if you're going to just let her come back onto the platform and do exactly the thing that got her banned? I'm curious what thing actually got Wubby banned, the grandma titties or the femboy. People claim that it was the femboy that he showed, but it could have been literally any bit of that first 2 hours is arguable, especially when they reversed all of their decisions. They're very hypercritical, and there's a very clear understanding as a streamer that Twitch has a huge cognitive dissonance and has no communication skills amongst their executives and the people who can actually change things on this platform. Instead, they rather just be like, oh, yeah, yeah, we're gonna quietly roll back everything and ban quite literally over 5,000 Twitch channels because they changed the rules retrospectively. That's bullshit. All right, I'm gonna get Morgpie off the screen. Ooh,
That don't look like no fucking giraffe I've ever seen.
she is a giraffe, huh? She really is, huh? That's no fucking giraffe. True. I just, I'm disappointed. It's not like I can do anything about this. All I can ultimately do is just complain about it and use my platform to just say my 2 cents. It's it's ridiculous, and I can't I it makes me disappointed to call myself a Twitch streamer, to be honest, because like I said right off the get-go that I'm not a big fan of seeing NSFW streams on this platform, and it has nothing to like. I'm not against sex work. I'm not against people, selling their goods, and when I mean their goods, I mean their bodies. I understand that, you know, and I have no problem on a personal level. I don't, but when I'm not in the mood to see that kind of content, I don't want to see it, right? So I'm not saying that Twitch needs to like adhere to how I feel, but I just think they really didn't think this through. They really didn't, and the world is really changing. I mean, hell, last week Sunday, we spent a good, I don't know, like almost 2 hours chatting with an AI girlfriend, right? We made an AI girlfriend on stream, and we chatted with her for a while. And the thing is, like, like, they seem almost totally sentient at this point. Like, we are just mere years away from her being a reality, right? So I understand. I understand the state of things, but that doesn't mean that I want to accept them. And if that makes me a prude, then I'm a prude. I don't know. It is what it is. But can a robot AI consent? I sure hope so. I sure hope so. I actually had an interesting conversation before we move on. I had an interesting conversation with Maru yesterday. I was like, okay, so with AI girlfriend chatbots becoming more and more robust and popular, at what point is it considered cheating on your partner when you're chatting with one of these things, right? And interestingly, what Maru responded to me kind of took me aback just a little bit. She was like, well, as long as you don't develop feelings for it, I mean, I think that it's okay. And I'm like, well, okay, but that is an individual barometer chosen by the person who is engaging in this I guess relationship with the AI chatbot. So how does the partner of somebody who is chatting with an AI chatbot on a regular basis, at what point is that considered cheating? She's like, well, when it starts impeding on your real actual relationship, that's when it's considered infidelity to me. And I'm like, okay, that's pretty interesting. And I would for the most part agree with that. But I just wonder, at what point are we going to start seeing jealous girlfriends suing like ChatGPT, for example, right? They don't have like a it's not like a explicitly like NSFW chatbot, but just as an example, like when are we going to start seeing jealous girlfriends suing like ChatGPT over their boyfriend cheating on them? I wonder. I give it a few years. Things are getting pretty robust, and I mean, some of these chatbots will literally send you feet pics. So I don't know. We're just inching closer and closer to a dystopian reality. Truly, truly. All right. Speaking of things that are fucking me up lately, as many of you know, I'm a big fan of Chainsaw Man. I literally have Poacher right here. I love Chainsaw Man. It is arguably my favorite manga and anime right now. And something interesting came across my desk right before I started stream. I was looking at the Chainsaw Man subreddit, and I saw that they announced a Chainsaw Man movie. They're making a movie out of this. I saw that earlier. I haven't seen this trailer yet. I'm really excited because this has everything to do with the Bomb Devil. And if you don't know who the Bomb Devil is, oh, she is a mommy to say the least. Everybody loves Reese. Wait, there's a trailer? Yes, and we're gonna watch it in just a moment here. Um, there everybody loves Reese, and like they keep talking about in the second arc that I'm currently on. It's like chapter 102, I believe, is when it starts. They keep talking about her potentially coming back, and I don't think that that's going to happen. Like the character is done for. They've already like closed up her arc. There's no way she's returning in the manga. But them announcing that they're making a movie has me really excited because that means that she will actually make it canonically to the anime and not just the manga. That's I only saw the poster. I saw the poster too, and it looked pretty sick nasty, which is interesting because it's as a as someone who owns many of the mangas, it is quite literally just a reworking of volume 5? No, volume 6, I think. which I think is a nice little nod to the manga. All right, without any further ado, let's watch this. Is it supposed to be silent? Oh, Jesus. I'm getting mad, like, Kingdom Hearts vibes from this. Oh. She's so bad, dude. She's so bad. Whoa! Don't worry, there was no butt crack. It's fine. That's it! Oh! Okay, but at the same time, announce season 2 already! I need it. Please. I need it. That's pretty badass, though. That's pretty badass. I cannot wait. I literally can't wait. Fuck me up with that Chainsaw Man, daddy. Please. Fujimoto, hurry the fuck up. Come on. Let's get this shit going. Let's get this shit going, Darg. Going. All right. Speaking of things that have been fucking with my emotions, I can't help but to bring this up. I can't help but to bring this up. Did y'all hear about the US Senate staffer who got fired for making a OnlyFans video of him getting fucked in the ass in the Senate hearing room? Did y'all hear about that? Because this shit is wild. This when I saw the headlines and articles about this, it was just yesterday. No? Okay, yeah. This is juicy. Let me tell you. This is really juicy. So apparently this video was leaked to the news outlet Daily Caller on Friday, right? But it wasn't until Saturday that things started really hitting the internet. And the Daily Caller described this as a congressional staffer having sex with an unknown man. The staffer was an aide to a Democratic senator. For the listen, I want to protect his identity, so I'm not going to actually say his name, but you could easily Google his name pretty easily, and you could find this video yourself. Of course, we can't watch it. It is very lewd. It's very naughty. Which user was this? Asking for a friend. Here, how about this? I'm not going to say it out loud. But you can look into this person all on your own. Okay, anyway. The staffer posted on LinkedIn after hearing the news that they got fired for making this video. This has been a very difficult time for me, as I've been attacked by who I love to pursue a political agenda. While some of my actions in the past have shown poor judgment, I love my job and I would never disrespect my workplace. Brother, you got fucked in the ass in the same room that the 9/11 hearings were attended to. You were fucked in your whole butthole, your asshole, directly in the room that changed. Oh, what state do they represent? I don't know which state that he represents, but he was the aide of Democratic Senator Ben Cardin. I don't know which state he represents though. Anyway, what do you mean that you didn't want to disrespect your workplace? You quite literally had full frontal butt sex in the exact room that James Comey delivered his I guess statements about Donald Trump's involvement with Russia. This room has had so much history for this country, for America, and you still don't want in your full frontal butt. Yes, you can look this up, you can find it pretty easily. But anyway, he got let go for this video, and here's the thing that I have to ask myself: if he's the aide of a senator, right, and he is very closely tied, or formerly was, tied to the political, you know, to politics in this government, to a government's branch. Who the fuck leaked the video? Because you know for a fact that they didn't, right? Was the person who was taking this guy from behind leak the video? Or perhaps was it one of the political colleagues? In most cases, because I've dated somebody who was an environmental lawyer and went to, what was that school called again? Humboldt, right? They had known a lot of, senators' kids, and as it turns out, politics is very dirty. The thing, like, I know, newsflash, it's very dirty, and people get up to all sorts of shenanigans that they try to keep behind closed doors. And very often, very, very often, a lot of people who say that they're against gay rights are often people who have subscriptions to Grinder and to other, queer centric sorts of pornographic sites. I would like to believe that someone probably leaked it as leverage against their political adversary, right? Which happens quite often, to be honest. I mean, there was that lady who was asked to stop running for her seat simply because they found out that she consensually engages in sexual acts with her husband. Her husband! Play the Grinder noise in the Senate and see how many men don't look at their phones. True. True. So true. Point is, they're fired. They're trying not to take this personally, but it is what it is. What's also cool, and I say cool very loosely, recently ousted former Congressman George Santos. Yes, that George Santos, the one that was lying through his teeth about pretty much fucking everything. He weighed in on this subject on Twitter, where he said, having sex in a United States government building and filming it is the reason you got heat. He wrote, you being gay and having gay sex, nobody gives a rat's ass. Sad. Sex work with your work buddy, you got to get that bag however you can. True. Now, I said this tomorrow, and I will repeat it to y'all as well. On the bright side, I'm sure I'm sure.
I love my streamer and would never disrespect this stream. Now, excuse me while I show my respect. Oh, 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 so much respect.
That's a lot of respect. I'm sorry, that was Nick Cage. That sounded like Morty Smith. Oh my god. Nick, are you okay? Are you okay, homie? Goddamn. Anyway, like I said earlier, this is the same room that the 9/11 Commission hearings took place in. So, never forget. Someone got fucked in the ass for your freedom. Oh God. All right. Well, on that note, I am going to go pee really quick, and we have an option here. We have a few options as to where we can take this when I get back. So I'm gonna tell you them now, so you can start thinking about them, start to consider them. Okay. You have a choice of either there is a person, I'm not going to leak who yet. There is a person who is offering sex tips live that we can call into right now. Well, actually, when I get back, we can call into and we can try to dig up some of my sexual past that I'm willing to actually, not Linus, that I'm willing to actually share on stream. Since we're on the topic of sex acts getting you banned and fired. We could either do that, or we could jump into some piggy races. Okay. And if you don't know what I'm talking about when I say piggy races, there are a bunch of miniature pigs who race, and we are able to, the last time we did this was about like 3 months ago, because they were on a break, but they have returned, baby. The championship is on, and we can bet on some piggies. Now, we can either get sex tips when we get back from the break, or we can jump right into piggies. I'm going to leave that up to you. Think about that. Think about it. I'm going to go take a quick break. I'm going to go pee. When I get back, we will I'm going to run a poll, and then we can figure it out together. Ash, don't worry. You are absolutely chill today. I don't want you to do anything but vibe. I'm going to set up the poll when I get back. All right. So on that note, I will see you right after the break. I love you. I appreciate you. And if you need to go pee, this is the perfect time to do it as well. This is the perfect time to do it as well.
Balls, 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 balls. How
What am I blocking? What am I what's going on? How do you do anything that small?
Say the line.
I'm PETEdotPNG, and I'm a little bitch boy.
Not that one.
Oh. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. I found a meme that perfectly encapsulates the dichotomy that. Ooh.
Yo, Mr. PNG, I hear you frying chicken. You working for Los Pollos Hermanos now
No.
or something?
No, I promise. I promise. What you heard was you heard incorrectly. I promise, Jesse. I promise. Oh no. Oh, could you? I'm sorry. Could you actually hear me peeing from the other room? Could you actually hear that? You know, maybe I would so get banned for that. What if I mic'd up the bathroom? Because it's like literally right there. Like, I don't know. Can you see it actually? No, you can't. You can see the sticker wall, but no. We hear everything. Fuck. Fuck. Yeah, for TOS I was just frying chicken. I was frying chicken. Anyway, I found this meme that perfectly encapsulates the US government and how we should be handling the situation with anal gay sex. Know the difference. Republicans penetrating the Capitol. Democrats penetrating in the Capitol. Spot the difference. It's fine. Anyway, let me pull up the poll. Oh no. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. It crashed. My Firefox is crashing. Ooh, nor. Or nor. Or nor. Okay, hold on. Everything is crashing. Everything is going away. Okay, go to view. Yikes. Rip Bozo. All I did was show a Democrat getting penetrated. Come on. Come on, dude. What are you, homophobic? Why is Firefox making a stance right now? What the hell? Oh, come on. Okay. What's the matter with you? Yeah, for real. For real. Oh, okay, here we go. Here we go. Yup. All right. Poll is now up. 1 in chat for piggies. We can get to the piggy races. Or 2 in chat for sex tips with Gabi Wasabi. Now, I will say, if we do opt for the sex tips, we're going to do the piggies thing afterwards. But it's really a question as to, like, do you want just the piggies or do you want sex tips too? I'll leave this up for just a moment. I will give you a little flavoring as to what we are going to talk about, okay? So I was going to talk about my hoe phase before I met Maru, and I was also going to talk about my own queer experiences as a bisexual, but for all intents and purposes, straight man. That's what you would be getting if you went with sex tips. I can't vote. I'm a felon. That Is it because you've been embezzling all this pee-pee? Is that why? Have you finally been caught? Has the law caught up with you? Piggy hype? Up to you, dog. Up to you. No comment? Well, well. I'm gonna leave this up until somebody breaks this tie. Also, I didn't actually bring a lot of attention to this pee-pee smuggling. I thought that's what they call. I'm also gonna bring attention to this because I haven't actually said anything, but I made a new channel in the Discord in the Cool Kids Corner called Cute Critters. The reason being is because I realized once I made the tank or rather put together the tank with all the clear water and stuff, I realized that there's no section of the Discord dedicated to just like animals that you like or pets that you have. Yeah, pet photos, exactly. I realized that I didn't have a dedicated section for it. So I put that up, and if you feel inclined, you can post your cat pics, your dog pics, your lizard pics, your fish pics, whatever it is. Just keep your dogs to yourself. When I say dogs, I mean your toes. Keep your dogs to your toes. Okay. Well, if y'all don't want to break the tiebreaker, then I'm going to simply break it myself. Doop doop doopy 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 doop. We're gonna flip a coin about this. Okay, it's flipping already. Just make sure you don't post a photo of you smuggling budgies in the Discord. Yeah, don't do that. Or do. Up to you. Okay. We are going to flip a coin about this. Now, typically, I choose tails for the thing that I actually want to do, because the beauty of flipping a coin is that you find out exactly what you actually wanted in the first place. So I'm going to say heads. Heads is the piggy race. Actually, I really want the piggy races. Piggy races will be tails for piggy tails, and heads will be us getting head with Gabi Wasabi. Simple as that. Okay. Sick. All right. Let me get that set up then. I'm gonna pause the music for a second. I'm gonna check on what's going on here. Gabi is full frontal force vibed right now. We're gonna give her a call, or give them a call. Sorry, I hate it when that word slips out of me. I don't like misgendering my homies. Here we go. Let me connect this. Give me 1 second, chat. Give me 1 second. Sick Islam. Because the thing is, Gabi has my actual phone number, so I have no problem actually calling in with my actual phone number. Because like worst case scenario, it's gonna just leak my phone number, right? And at that point, well, fuck, dude, fuck. Okay, I'm gonna do a quick sound check really quick. I'm gonna do a really quick sound check real quick. Just to make sure that it's it's gonna come out just fine, okay? Okay. Yo, it's Pink Pete, filthy and absurd, dropping rhymes that you never even heard. In the kitchen cooking memes, yeah, it's absurd. Got the filthy mind, call it Pink Guy's word. Okay, cool. Papa Pete in the YouTube game, filthy beat legacy, never the same. Weird and wild like a YouTube wizard. In the internet jungle, I'm a damn lizard. Yo, I'm in the kitchen, mixing up a little plan. Got that peanut butter sticking to my hands. Open the jar, yeah, I'm feeling so advanced. Now I got a situation and it's all up in my pants. Smooth like butter, yeah, that's the truth. But now it's in my trousers acting like a goof. Sticky situation, find solutions. Peanut butter in my pants causing mass confusion. I'm the meme lord, call it what you will. In the realm of pink, I'm still uphill. ET phone home, but I'm never alone. In the world of weird, I'm still on my throne. Ramen's in my pocket, I'm the noodle lord. On the microphone, yeah, I'm never bored. Dropping rhymes like fuck. I missed my freestyle. Dank memes flowing like a river. In a sick, nasty world, I'm silver. From raps to memes, it's a chaotic blend. In the world of pink, where it never ends. Flames around me like I'm fucking Charmander. Wet and stick like a motherfucking salamander. You already know I got the right answer. Everything a dude spit, shit's all cancer. Okay, but like seriously, could you hear the music though? Because otherwise, we're not gonna be able to hear her or hear them on stream. Okay, good. Because otherwise, that was just awkward. All right.
Hello. Please state your name after the tone, and Google Voice will try to connect you.
PETEdotPNG.
Hello?
Hi, Agabi. How's it going?
Hi. What's going on?
I hear you're offering not phones, sex tips today.
Yeah, totally.
How's stream going? We have you live right now.
Yeah, I'm being alive right now.
That's
it's
good.
going well, I think.
That's good.
Somebody named Tango Tower Power just came in and said, so I have become impotent, which is, I think, down to a lifetime of being laughed at because of the size of my penis. What do you think about that?
Listen, size is in the heart, and it's how you use it, not the actual size.
Also, you're really quiet.
Oh, here. Let me turn myself up just a little bit for you. Is that any better?
A little.
Oh, okay. Okay,
Can
cool.
you do it more?
This is Whoa, holy shit, that's so loud.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, good.
That's good.
Oh my god.
That's good.
Okay, good.
Turn yourself up for us. It's the motion of the ocean, not the size of the waves.
True.
Can I tell an allegory? Can I tell a story for Tango?
Yeah, absolutely.
Will you hang out with me while I tell this story?
I will. You have me until you need me to go. Simple as that.
Okay, sick. So, one time I was seduced by the author of a book series.
Okay.
He was an anonymous author, and he seduced me over Instagram. And he called me, and we had like some crazy phone sex.
Oh,
and I was super into him. I was super super into him, but I had no idea what he looked like or like what his name was or anything. And then I went to go meet up with him because we were both living in New York.
right.
And so I went to
As
go
you
meet
do.
up with him, and I just see this like short, kind of like stocky, like bald, older, like Irish dude.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, that's him. And I'm like, oh. At first I'm just like, oh. But then we like start talking, and like he's got chat, like he can talk. Like, so at first I'm like
So you're
not
telling
really
me he
feeling it.
rizzed
Like,
you up so well that you're like, I can look past this.
yeah, wait, I'm not even there yet. So I'm just like, all right, like he's got chat, like it's okay. And at first I was like, I don't think I'm interested. He was like, look, like we don't have to do anything, like it's okay. And I was like, oh, I'm not interested. He's
Right,
like, that's all
right.
right. It was like great to meet you, and he was so chill about it. And then we like walk out of the cafe, and I just am like, you know what, fuck it, and like I kiss him, and then we started like hooking up, and honestly his dick was like super small, like it was like this, like it was
Oh,
really small, like he had an actual micro penis, but he had like the best sense of humor about it, like he just like laughed about it, and like I just didn't care, like it just didn't matter because he was so good with like his fingers and his hands, like his mouth, and like he was so good with like everything else that like it literally just didn't we just didn't have penetrative sex, like it just didn't matter, like I went down on him a bunch, it was super easy, like
hmm.
it was so easy because it was so small, so it was so easy to like be amazing, you know um
I mean, when the bar's set
and
that
like
low, I mean, you can it's nothing but up from there.
he's like, this is we're talking about like this New York Times best-selling author. We're talking about like a dude who's had like crazy ass
Oh,
adventures. He's a
that's
tank
right. I
model, like all
forgot
this
about.
stuff.
I'm sorry. I
And
forgot about
so,
that part.
like, we're not talking about just some like random ass guy. Like, we're talking about like, but like he, I don't know, like he had it figured out. He had the riz and he had the skills with like his other appendages. So it didn't really matter that his dick was super small or that he wasn't attractive. Like, it just didn't matter. He still pulled me. He still pulled me.
Hey, all the power to him. Seriously. Like, okay.
He still pulled. Like, I think he was the like probably least attractive and like least endowed like dude I've ever slept with, and like he definitely was one of the dudes that's turned me on more than most.
Fuck yeah.
So that just goes to show you guys, you know,
Okay.
like
I'm gonna
it's not
totally
all about.
level. I understand, and I understand from a very personal standpoint with that one too, because the thing
Yeah.
is, okay, I'm a level with you. I have a pretty average sized
Okay.
penis, right? Like I by
Okay.
no means is it actually small, and I know this because like
Okay.
you look up statistics and stuff because that's what boys do, right? And
Mhm.
because of the fact that in my own head I thought I was small, I focused a lot of
Mhm.
my efforts as I was coming into sexual maturity to actually be able
Yeah.
to pleasure women or otherwise to just to actually get there because I was so insecure about my own size that I wanted to make sure that I
Yeah.
could get my partner off. So I totally understand where he's coming from.
Yeah. He said, would be great to meet someone with your attitude. Yeah, I mean, Tango, look, whoever doesn't have the right attitude isn't for you anyways. You know
True.
what I mean?
True.
They're not for you anyways.
That's true.
Like, you'll find your person. Every pot has a lid.
That's a
Yeah.
really good analogy because like listen, no matter how ugly, and I feel like this is just speaking more towards the boys or whatever, but no matter how ugly
Yeah.
you think that you are, you do it for somebody, you know?
Oh
Everybody
yeah.
has somebody that is going to do it for.
Oh yeah. There've been dudes that like I will like they're not even attractive and I like lose my mind over them. because they're so good at like the talking and the hands and the mouth,
Like
and
Patui,
like
don't X to doubt.
it's just like I just lose my mind. Like I lose it. Like if you can like talk to someone and like,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Yeah.
it's in your eyes and that's all that matters. That's actually true. That's actually true. That's actually true. Like if you have the eyes, like you're good.
The eyes.
Oh, and like if you have like a voice, you know, like if you got like if you know how to like do like, you know, those like sexy voices.
Sexy voices. What is that? What do you mean?
Like you know when you talk to somebody and like you start getting all like erotic and shit and you start like, you know, like before you're gonna bang, like when you start dirty talking, your voice kind of changes. Like you don't talk like a normal person. Like you
Right,
talk
right,
like
right.
in a different, right. So as long as you're good at that,
You know what? That's actually fair. That's fair and valid.
because that's the part where like the person's getting all turned on and like revved up and shit, and then
Mm-hmm.
you just gotta know what buttons to press, and then, you know, it's off to the races.
That's true. That's true.
All right, Pete, did you want advice?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Sorry. I'm sorry. I was wrapped up in our conversation.
No, it's okay. I love talking to you. That's why I was like, stay on the phone with me while I do this really quick.
Yeah. No. Of course. Of course. Of course. Um. Well. Okay. So let me I guess set the stage here. I guess. I
I'm gonna
ultimately have
fondle these balls while you set the stage.
absolutely fondle away. Absolutely. So a few years ago, I was going through a bit of a hoe phase after a really harsh breakup. And I think previously we have somewhat talked about this, but after this breakup, I was like, I'm still young. I'm now free to do as I please. Like I want to download Tinder and like actually get laid because everybody knows that Tinder's not really a place to start a relationship realistically. Um
Yeah.
but I quickly after like going on a couple of dates and quite literally just trying to get my dick wet, I noticed that I made a self-realization that I'm ultimately not actually looking for that physical intimacy, but actually the connection with another person, you know? So
Yes.
this problem arised where because I was still going on these Tinder dates and I suddenly my intention shifted from like trying to just purely have sex to having a connection, I noticed that every person that I was going out with after that point was kind of coming onto these dates with the expectation like we are going to have sex. And that kind
Oh
of
yeah.
that kind of started to weigh on me, you know? So I kind of wanted your opinion on why do you think that when you start trying to actually not get your dick wet, people just want some from you now? Why do you think that is?
It's a it's the keep away game. That's what we like, you know?
The keep
Humans
away
like the
game? What's
chase.
the keep away game?
It's like the hard to get, like you're unintentionally playing hard to get. Like you know what I mean? Like you're not setting this expectation or this precedent, and that makes somebody hornier than if you were. Like
Hmm.
for example, every single time I'm like getting whatever with somebody and they look at me and they fucking hit me with this fucking we don't have to have sex. That's when I'm like, all right, well then we're gonna have sex immediately. Because like you're down to not have this be required. You know, like you're down to not have this be a prerequisite for us spending time together and therefore now I want to do it.
You know, it's
You
it,
know?
it's funny you say that because like that exact thing essentially happened to me. Like I went on this like really nice movie date with this person and we had a really good time. She ended up bringing me back to her place and like I said as soon as we walked into a room like, "Well, you're now settled in. I'm going to go. I'm glad I'm glad you're safe." And then she was like, it's like, but don't you want to have sex? And I was like, no, well, no, because, that wasn't really my expectation going into this. And we proceeded
Right.
to have sex for the next few hours because, uh, penis brain not thinking.
Yeah, it's as soon as you let go of the expectation of it, that's when it happens
Mm.
because there's no pressure. Like
That's actually a
it's
really good point. Yeah.
our brains are so like backwards, I guess. Like it's like the more you want something, the less likely you are to get it. You know, it's like the tighter you hold
Mm.
on,
Yeah.
the more it like slips through your fingers. But if you just vibe
Mm.
and like allow things to sort of like develop as they do, that's when like I was talking to Ludish about that whole situation I got into. I didn't mean for any of that to go down, you know. It just sort of happened.
Yeah, you know, sometimes you just got to go with the flow and ride the waves.
I wasn't expecting any of that. So like it's like I don't know. I like being kind of caught off guard and like caught by surprise a little bit sometimes by people. And a lot of people really like the chase. I don't like the chase. Like I don't like to have to chase somebody. Like I want to just like be together already and just
Mm.
like
Mm.
hang out. But a lot of people really like that chase psychologically. It gives them a lot of like delayed dopamine and like you know, we get so addicted to like this delayed dopamine release. So it's just like you're like waiting for your next hit and it's like cognitively like challenging a little bit and so it's just more interesting than like if things just immediately went your way super easy.
Yeah, no, that's actually a really good point. And you made me actually realize something about myself with you talking about that.
Mhm.
I have quite literally done that exact thing. I chased after a person who I who I knew I could never be with, like geographically speaking, emotionally speaking, but I couldn't
Mhm.
help myself. And it was something that I couldn't really, I guess, come to grips with. So I
Mhm.
remember this all culminated in me just pulling them into a call and just tell them straight up
Mhm.
like, "Listen, I have feelings for you and I need to address this otherwise I'm going to burst." And, you know, unsurprisingly, I was rejected. They were like, I honestly don't feel the same way about you, Pete. You know, I respect you as a friend, but I this isn't something I can pursue." But that took like 6 months for me to actually fully,
Damn.
like, materialize my own feelings and to bring up the courage to even say that in the first place. Because what you said that made me realize, something is I didn't want them to say yes. I didn't want to be accepted. I honestly would
Oh.
have not known what to do had they accepted my offer of bringing this relationship to the next level, you know?
Oh my god. Yeah, cuz it's like where do we go from here? Like you're far
Exactly.
away. Like
Because
what do we do?
the chase was the excitement. And if they had said yes, then would I have lost interest? Would this have even gone anywhere without me having that same
I
feeling
mean,
as
the thing
before?
is, did you continue pining after they said no?
Oh no, 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 no. I like
Or were you able to just drop it?
after that call, we ended up basically dropping it, and I ended up setting them up with another one of my friends that they were interested in. So I don't know. I
Yeah,
think
once you realize there's no chance, it's like so much easier to just let go because it's like, okay, this isn't happening.
yeah, yeah, on it exactly because not only were you honest with that person, but you were more so honest with yourself.
Right. And then it's like when you have that fear, like that anxiety that like am I going to be chosen? Are they going to choose me or whatever?
Uh huh.
Like when you have that and you're like living off of that anxiety, like that's what's addictive. You know, like and then you start reading into these like moments that are like wins, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and these like little crumbs and they like take you through these like times and then you're too afraid to like tell them how you feel. But I'm going to be honest, like if you're from what I learned in my recent, you know, adventure is
Mm-hmm.
like if you are afraid to talk about your feelings with the person that you're into, it's probably because it's not going to happen and you know that somewhere inside of you.
Hmm.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like
Yeah.
they're either not emotionally accessible, or they only like you to a certain degree, or they only like you for XYZ, or they're only just sexually attracted to you or whatever. But it's
Right.
like,
Right.
if you're too afraid and you don't feel like that person is emotionally accessible to the point where it is scary to you to tell them how you feel, like it's probably not going to work out.
Yeah. That's true. That's true.
Like it's it's always a little bit scary to tell someone how you feel, but if you feel like you can't even tell them because you're like so scared or whatever, or you don't know how to like handle it, whatnot, it's like it's probably, and then like you feel relieved when they reject you. It's like it wasn't meant to be.
I mean, you were telling a story earlier in your stream about how you had to hype yourself up to even talk to the person you like, and that was in a dream
Yeah, and like
context.
right, like, but I did feel that he was like emotionally accessible.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like I guess I'm saying there's like a difference like in like being like jitter nervous to talk to someone you like and feeling like this like addictive anxiety.
Right. No,
You know what I mean?
I
Like,
see you. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I'm full of bullshit.
No, I think you got great ideas, bro.
Like, because it's like there was such a distinct difference. Because, for example, like one dude I was in a thing with for like over a year. Like we had this like situationship, and like everybody kind of like people knew about it, and like I thought that it was different than how it was, but like every time that I wanted to try to talk about something, he was like evasive.
Mm,
And that made him mysterious. And that made me want to read his mind. And that made me like, like keep pursuing and pursue harder and like kind of
right.
fight for it and like want to prove myself. And even after we like hooked up and stuff, I still didn't really know where we stood. I didn't really know where we stood, and it was driving me nuts. And so I pulled him into a call, and I was like, "Are you gonna sleep with other people like at this thing? Blah blah blah. Like, where do we stand?" And he was just like super like dismissive and rude to me. And like I got my answer. Like he didn't even tell me outright no that me and him wasn't a thing, but like I got my answer. Versus like this other person that I liked, where like yeah, I was a little bit nervous to like tell him how I felt, but like I also knew that he had feelings for me because he had expressed them, and he and I will
Right.
like go through phases where we'll just talk and be honest with each other. So like it is a little nerve wracking, but like it's not to the point of like driving myself crazy like with the other dude. Like with the other dude, I was like in this like insane addiction, and I was just like I couldn't even think straight because all I was thinking about was like trying to read this guy's mind, like,
See,
and
it's
trying to like assume how he felt.
hmm like the thing is, I've been
And
on
like,
in the opposite side of that, where I was the person who was
mhm,
kind of dismissive because I was in a situationship with this very nice person who I guess recently was also coming out of like heartbreak themselves, and they seem to really take a
mhm,
liking to me. But the thing is, like, their intensity was a little bit too much for me to handle. And from my perspective,
mhm.
it was just scary because I could tell that they wanted to give me so much more, but the fact that they were putting so much on the table so early on kind of scared me off, and I didn't want to explore these feelings further.
Yeah. And it's like that's hard because it's like you want to tell them that, but then you're like afraid of like how are they going to react.
Exactly. Yes.
But it's like you have to because you got to rip that band-aid off because just like you with the other girl or the other person that you had the feelings for, and then you were like, yo, this is driving me nuts, like
Right. Right.
then it's like it's going to drive them crazy. It's going to drive them insane. You have to just talk to people. You have to.
Yeah,
And if you're like if
communication
you're
is
feeling
key.
so avoidant, if you're feeling so avoidant of talking to them, it's like is there a reason why you're feeling like this?
What's
Like
up,
you have
Dead
to ask
Torrent? We are
yourself, like,
currently
why
on the
am I
phone
feeling
with
like
Gabi
so
Wasabi getting
scared, like
sex
so avoidant,
advice.
so whatever to tell them how I feel?
Hmm.
And it's like you're afraid of like XYZ outcome, but you can't like hold on to that suffering in your head before it even happens. You know, like you're not even giving yourself a chance. You're rejecting yourself before the rejection even comes.
Right. Right.
Like you're rejecting you by doing that. And then when you don't tell somebody how you genuinely feel, like you're like psychologically
No
torturing them
wasabi here.
essentially without intending to, but it's psychological torture. Like I had this guy that was super into me right
Mhm.
away, and I didn't really know what to do because I liked him, but he was like too into me. You
Oh,
know, like it scared
that's
me.
always the worst. It's like you kind of
It scared me.
you're starting to feel something, but they're coming on a little too strong, and you're like, I don't I don't know what to do with
It
this.
scared the shit out of me because I just was like, well, nobody. Like it's like he's idealizing me, like he's putting me on this pedestal, and then when he gets to know me, he's
Yes.
not gonna like me like that anymore, and it's gonna break my heart, you know?
Yes. Yes.
Because he's not interested in getting to know me. He's interested in an idea of me, you know, like that he already has for like he made an idea of me and like this fantasy of who I am. And as soon as he realizes that I'm not that fantasy, he's not going to like me anymore.
Mm.
Or like he won't like me in the same way, or he won't like me as much. But like long story short, it's not going to be the same.
Right.
And so eventually, like one day, and I was shy at first because it's really hard for me to like say no or like, you know, whatever with people. But one day we were like on the phone and he's like, why won't you just commit to me like 100%? Like, why won't you just commit to me?
Ooh.
And I just told him like all these things that I was going through and like that I had really intense feelings for somebody else and that
Mhm.
he was expecting this like loyalty that I couldn't provide him and that I wasn't ready to give him, and that was kind of that,
Yeah.
you know?
Man.
What are you going to do?
Yeah, what are you going to do? What are you going to do?
Anyway,
Well,
I don't know, man.
on
Tango says, my confidence is now so low I can't perform whatsoever, even on my own. I'm not bad looking and have a good physique, except for my very small penis. It's you have to reframe your own perspective, dude. You got to reframe.
absolutely.
If there's something that you don't like about yourself that's making your confidence low, like you got to change that. And like your dick is, you know, it is what it is. Somebody is very urgently calling me over and over, so I'm gonna go ahead and see what's going on there. All right, Pete.
Yes. Before I go, you are a gorgeous individual inside and out, and make sure to give your prime to Gabi Wasabi. God damn it!
Oh, you're amazing, dude. I love talking to you.
All right, I'll catch you later,
Can we
Gabi.
get a shout out for Pete? Can we get a shout out for Pete.png? Be sick. All right. Bye.
Bye. Let me turn down everything. Gabi Wasabi, everybody. Gabi Wasabi. I know, I'm a lot softer now. Wow, that was far more informative than I thought that was gonna be. I wasn't quite expecting to get down in the weeds quite like that, but that was fun nonetheless. That was definitely fun nonetheless. That was great. Yeah, I think so too. All right. Now comes the moment that you were all waiting for. Also, welcome in, Athena. And here's a proper hello to Dead Torrent. I apologize. On the phone with Gabi. You know how it is. Sometimes you be talking to an individual and you just get lost in the sauce, dog. You just get lost in the sauce. All right. So here's the moment that we are all waiting for. We are about to jump into Piggy Racing. Now, what the hell is that? Miniature pigs on a completely customized racing course, competing to be the top champion, the Piggy Supreme. Oh, I love this shit. Yeah, that's literally what we're doing. So this the Piggy Championships came out literally just yesterday. So now is the perfect opportunity for us to all enjoy this and get our gambas into this chat. This is the perfect opportunity, dog. So, before we do that though, if you don't mind, I'm gonna go grab a quick glass of water. because my mouth is dry AF. So if you haven't already, I recommend that you also go grab some water as well and hydrate, because
You just played yourself, you fucking idiot.
it's me, Bew. Thanks for the follow, homie. Thanks for the follow. I'm gonna go grab a quick glass of water. In the meantime, here, 1 in chat if you want to watch the Mustache Radio Stinger, or 2 in chat if you want just one of the typical ads. What would you prefer? Because I could do either one. That's right. Ash, you haven't seen this yet, have you? Wait, hold on a second. Hello, everybody. Bro, that is one crazy emote. I like it, though. That's crazy. All right. You haven't seen this yet, have you? Balls? That's not an answer. Balls? Okay. Let's do that. Let's do that. Oh shit. That's right. I still have Maru's spaceship up. Oh, here we go. Here we go. All right. Welcome in. Yeah. Welcome in.
You just played yourself, you fucking idiot.
Wes JJB. Thanks for the follow, homie. I appreciate you. But we are going to take a very, very quick Bew family. Let's go. We're going to take a very short, like, minute break. In the meantime,
You just played yourself, you fucking idiot.
wow. D-Vubs, thanks for all the follows, homies. What the hell? What the hell? Hold on a second. Raid? What? Wait. What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening?
You just played yourself, you fucking idiot.
Courtney B72. I need an adult. I do too. I need an adult too. Thank you for the follow as well. Hashtag boo. Wait, is it Bew or is it boo? Like, hey boo. What is it? What is it exactly? Just making sure. I don't want to mischaracterize you.
You
Bo.
just played yourself, you fucking idiot.
Oh, Bo. Like, okay. Batsy Lady, thank you also for the follow, homie. Thank you also for the follow. Well, here, the content will Bo, just spelled differently. Okay, sick. The content will continue in just a moment. In the meantime,
Try brand new water.
Bruh.
It'll hydrate you.
Wow.
You just played yourself, you fucking idiot.
I'm sorry. Adam, are you fucking hacking the system? What are you talking about? 666 Anonymous. Thank you for the follow
You
as
just
well,
played
homie.
yourself, you fucking idiot.
Oh my god. Okay, Twin Paranormal, thank you also for the follow. Here's something hype while I go grab some water, okay? Here's something hype. Enjoy your time at the PETEdotPNG stream. You've been a great audience so far. Thank you so much for this time.
FM Mustache Radio.
Hey yo, welcome back. Welcome back, everybody. Get your exclamation point peepee in chat if you'd want to know how much peepee you actually have. You can bet your peepee for more peepee. It's pretty great. It's pretty great. Okay. I think I didn't see anything for the raid, but I'm assuming that, you know, the raid was successful. I just didn't see anything. Twitch didn't even tell me either. But regardless, consider following It's Me Bo. Thank you for the raid, homie. Thank you for all the homies that are coming in. I appreciate it. And now for the main event. It is time once again for the ultimate test.
You just played
of
yourself, you fucking idiot.
Athleticism. It is time for the ultimate test of who brings home the bacon. It's time for piggy racing. Let's get into this, homies. Okay. Are any of my mods available?
You just played yourself, you fucking idiot.
To run predictions for this by chance? Is anybody available for that? Otherwise, I can do it. I'm just asking. Just want to make sure. Just give me a sec. You sure, Ash? I just wanted you to vibe today. That's up to you. Hear me out. Piggy Racing meets American Gladiator. Give me pig names. Okay, Athena, do you want to do it? Because Ash has made a very special, irregular visit to the stream. Ash at this point is like a mod, like an honorary mod. I don't like it when they are doing stuff around here simply because
you just played
I like
yourself,
them
you
to
fucking
vibe.
idiot.
I like to let my mods vibe as much as possible. Thank you for the follow, Macro Bay, Trucker Milk 89. Ugh. What's Trucker Milk? Ugh. Outdoor Gris. Outdoor Gris. What is that, like beef jerky? Okay, I'll vibe. Okay. I want Ash to. Okay, thank you, Athena. I appreciate it. All right, I don't know who's competing, but let's find out.
We are looking for one
that's loud.
in a generation.
Sorry.
A being so great we lift the species from the dirt. We have waited far too long.
Is Trucker
and there is one.
Oh, that says Mike. Oh, fuck. That says Mike. Not Milk. Fuck. Well, I appreciate it.
To be done. Let us begin.
I appreciate, homie.
Piggy Smalls burgles them all. So fluid through that corner.
This is the recap of last season.
Huge crash. This piggy goes to market and he gets himself a whole load of points. She won't be pushed around and there's a spark here from Bear. Hoshi doesn't let anybody get round him. Pepper strikes out in race 4. Absolute scenes here down at the Woodland track. Can anybody stop?
Hello?
Hello, yes. Is this the bank?
No.
I want to take out my life savings to bet on piggy racing.
Yes, hello. That's the wrong effect. Hello. Yes. I don't believe you can pull out all your life savings. We will give you a very small loan of about $10,000, and that's it. It does have a 3.4% APR, and we do expect you to pay at least half of it within about 6 months. So just keep that in mind.
This man, Piggy Smalls, dominates the first round of this. What are we watching right now?
Woo! All right, here we go.
Hoshi.
Here we go, boys.
Hoshi, we're live.
Boys with an I, because I stands for inclusivity.
That's just killed the whole flow to the start, Hosh. Hours of work up in smoke. Hello and welcome to League of Pigs, and welcome also to round 2 of season 10, the season that introduces the pigs
we
to
missed
the
round
oval
1.
track. The
Oh,
first
shit.
time they've ever raced
Well, let's get
around
the stats from the
corners.
first round then.
Oh, Bear, if you could just stay on the track because we've got racing in just a moment. No, Bear, you need to 100% get back on this track because we need to start soon. No, Pepper, that's not a signal for you to also go over.
Oh, Pepper.
Girls, we can't walk
You
off now.
silly
We've got
bean.
racing in like 60 seconds. Girls, it's a racing day today. Do you remember what we talked about before? About all the racing that's going to happen in a minute?
Do your
That's
thing,
the
Peggies.
opposite direction to where the start is, just so you know. I'm sure you girls are going to march yourself into the starting box for the first race, right? Which is, like I say, in about 60 seconds. Well, if you're going
You're
to
just vibing, dude.
if you're going to do that, then I may as well do the points for the round, right? Yeah? All right, I'll do that.
Little pre-race snacky.
Piggy
Exactly.
Smalls is a smart pig.
They need the calories and the carbs to sustain them through these races.
And those corners didn't flow.
Okay, so thus far in season 10, which this is the one that we're watching, it looks like Piggy Smalls has been dominating the board. Their very first round, they got 3 points, followed by the next one. It looks like they placed third in the next one. The third race, only second place. Same thing with the fourth, and then again they didn't actually place on the fifth. But we have all of our favorites: Piggy Smalls, Ginger, Hoshi, Bear. That's a new one, and Pepper. Pepper is a fan favorite, though she is not the fastest racer. She's got a lot of heart, and you got to appreciate that at the very least. But traditionally speaking, I'm a Hoshi stan. I fucking love Hoshi. I think Hoshi's gonna go to the fucking moon. They just need a little bit more training, perhaps a little bit of sauce, if you get what I mean. And perhaps they can take home the take home the trophy. There you go.
Mix him at all. And that was a huge advantage last round, and that means he managed to surge up the leaderboard right to the top. Ginger didn't struggle much either with these new changes, and she only has a small gap between herself and Piggy Smalls. Hoshi didn't
First
do
prediction
bad either,
is
although
up.
he did do
I don't know what
another
it says,
shocker
but I'm
in the
looking.
first race, where he left
race
the
in.
racetrack again, just like he did in Season 9. Bear had a lot more about her last round. She looked much more of a threat racing than she has done in many videos. Pepper had some standout performances, but the hill is a real struggle for that.
So what we're gonna do is this first prediction is gonna be off of this first race. So, I don't know if we'll do each and every race. We'll give it a little bit of time, but this first prediction, to be clear with everybody here, it's gonna be for the very first race that we see today.
Small pig, but of course anything can change, and it can change
Vote for your
in
pig!
the space of a race. We do have one announcement to make, and that is that we are creating a League of Pigs newsletter. Those of you that want to be notified when the next round of racing is coming and want monthly updates with bonus content from the League of Pigs, can sign on to our newsletter with the link in the description below. Right,
I'm not
that's
trying to
enough
sway the
now,
vote.
girls. We need
I
to
just
get
love
back
Hoshi.
onto the track
Hoshi
because
got
we're about
heart.
to start for the
They got
first race.
stride.
In fact, we're going to need to run, girls, because the transition between now and race 1 is almost instant. It's almost going to seem like magic to the viewers.
All right, race number one. Holy shit. 10,000 points on Piggy Smalls already? Oh my god. Oh my god. Here, I don't want to dismiss the message. I'm trying to see how long is left on the prediction. It's not telling me. I had a lot of PP coin. Let's go, dude. Okay, we're gonna wait for this first prediction to end. I know, Athena, like you had no idea when the first race was gonna start. I think moving forward, we'll do I guess like 2-minute predictions, and we'll take the top 3 from this first race, and then we'll go from there. I think. I don't know. We'll see. We'll play it by ear. We'll see if Pete knows how to pick pigs. Listen, if I could bet on this, I would put thousands on Hoshi, because yes, Hoshi is currently in 3rd place, but Hoshi's got the heart. Hoshi can fucking vibe, dude. Submissions are now closed. Okay, here we go. Why is it still going though on my screen? If our submissions closed, can a mod please tell me if it's actually closed? Because that's the notification I just got. Is it? Is it like actually? I close. Okay, perfect. Yeah, we'll just do 2 minutes moving forward, so that way it doesn't take us long. All right, first race, let's go.
Round 2 begins, and it's Hoshi and Ginger that lead it, but there's a kerfuffle at the
Hoshi
back of the box.
Go,
between
Hoshi!
Pepper and Piggy Smalls, leaving a massive gap between them and the rest of the pack. Hoshi, Oinku and Ginger are on their own as they go round this tree, and it's already looking like a 2-pig race as Bear is quite a few feet behind them. As they
leagues
go
ahead
over
of all
hill,
the other
it's
ones.
Hoshi to defend. Ginger has to take the outside
the
line,
ramp.
and it looks like it's going to be Hoshi's. What a delightful start for the reigning champion, but an infuriating one for the points lead to Piggy Smalls. As the race begins, Pepper is in complete disarray and finds herself behind the lead handicap, causing a
My Pepper believers are in shambles right now. They are in shambles right now.
blockage for the large American. Piggy Smalls offers some clarity to Pepper by showing her the door, but
I'm
his
never going to
frustration
financially
is
recover from
compounded
this.
further by the fact that the Mexican pig is in his way the entire time down the first hill. And by the time he's able to pass Sanchez at the tree corner,
That's a sharp
his
turn, too.
rivals are a mile away. Bear is the antithesis of exceptional, meaning it was a 2-pig race from the very beginning.
Rigged.
It wasn't Oinku's best race, but he
Pre-watched.
was careful not to make any errors. And just like that, Hoshi shows his teeth and shows the others that he's very much come to play in the second round. The pigs wake up and are fully
God
expecting
damn.
to go racing, but before they go racing, they need to do a key.
All right. Who won this first one? 16.6K go to Orenfell. Holy shit. Damn, dude. Damn.
Key procedure. Many of you will have seen the statistics we have of the pigs showing their height, their length and their weight. And you must be thinking, oh, that's funny. They've completely made those numbers up.
That's
but of
funny.
course, as we've alluded to on many occasions, we are a professional sports league and we make up very little. So the numbers you see on the screen are spot on. Now, can they be measured to the nearest millimetre?
We shall
No, they
see.
cannot, and there's a very good reason for that. The pigs love chewing on the measuring tape
Yeah,
and refuse to
no
stay
shot.
still for even a moment. So the
can't
pigs
even
have
get
to
an
be
official
measured very
weigh-in.
quickly, and we take their height, the length of their backs, and of course around their bellies. And this allows us to get a very good idea of the dimensions of each pig as we go along through the seasons.
Yeah, you don't want to mismatch
Now,
them.
we should probably allow this cameraman to put down his camera so he can measure all of these pigs properly, and so that the pigs can get ready for the next race. The first...
Okay. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. All right. Okay. Let's do this. Will Hoshi place first again? We'll do that prediction, because then it's all encompassing. Either Hoshi gets first place or he doesn't. Simple as that. P? That's not a wait, hold on. Okay. Yeah. Hoshish. Will Hoshi get first place? Will he win? Let's get into it.
Next race. The first uphill race of the round, and everybody gets a...
Wait, hold on. I gotta wait. I actually gotta wait. We can't have any... We're gonna leave it on the screen. 2 minutes. 2 minutes, chat. 2 minutes. I can't give you any sort of semblance of like, oh, yeah, I mean, he's already pulling ahead. I mean, oh, in the meantime, my old frogs in chat, I'll do 1 minute next. Yeah, we'll do a minute. I'm sorry. We're figuring this out as we go. Here's a bit of an announcement. So some of my old frogs, people who have watched the stream for a while, likely already know who this is. So the man who was depicted in this emote, the flirt emote that we have here, Remy, we used to do Thursday streams together. Like we did a little sort of podcast show called Sigmac for quite a while. And I recently called him yesterday because his wedding's coming up, and I wanted to attend. Unfortunately, I'm unable to, just scheduling conflicts. But we had a nice little discussion, nice little hour call as per usual with us because we besties like that. Um, he suggested to me that he would like to return to stream again relatively soon. Now, I don't know about you, but that sounds pretty enticing to have him on the stream after a year of abstinence, after over a year of absence, for him to come back with all of the new toys, new friends that we've made along the way, to bring back one very special episode of Sigmac, something that we haven't done in a while. I'm excited about it. I'm trying to iron out the details with him, but he's expressed an interest to come back. So let's go. Poor man getting married and can't get a nut off. To my understanding, he's popping nuts off like a fucking peanut factory. So I don't know. He seems to be pretty happy.
Can measure all of these pigs properly, and so that the pigs can get ready for the next race.
Here we go.
First uphill race of the round, and everybody gets a fair shake at this one. And it's Pepper Sanchez out in front, has taken the best racing line, and she's still out in front as they go over the hurdle round the tree now. Still in first place. Pepper fans getting excited now, but Hoshi's looking to ruin their dreams, and he certainly does. The league unhelpfully.
Oh my God, the steal! The fucking steal!
Hoshi continues his campaign of sweeping every
no
single point
shot
in this round.
No shot. Pepper had it
all.
all.
Her second place.
Pepper had it all, and right at the last second, Hoshi comes in and steals it. The patriarchy lives. The matriarchy is in shambles. Women across the world are having fucking aneurysms. They can't believe it. The crowd goes wild.
Part of the video by far, showing that there is a huge undercurrent of supporters willing Pepper on, but this is not a drama. It is a real-life sport, and we can't make these pigs do anything, which, of course, is part of the magic of it all. We are back for Apple Wars Part 2. Long-term viewers will know how...
Pepper, please, tell us what's going through your mind. A man has stolen your win. Unjustifiably. What's going through your head? Oh! It's going through your head right now.
For those who haven't watched, we've got 5 pigs and a limited number of apples.
She got an apple.
How will the pigs divide the resources? I'll give you a bit of a spoiler. It's a chaotic land grab where it's every pig for themselves and nobody's friends for about 5 minutes until all the apples are gone, and then everyone relaxes again. This has always been the way with these pigs. My suspicion is that all pigs will do exactly that. 4 of the pigs knew these rules within a day of being alive, but...
Okay. Next prediction. Let's do, will Pepper place within the top 3? She doesn't have to win, but will she place in the top 3? Will Pepper place in the top 3?
But one pig still persists in thinking that there is no Apple Wars and it's all love, caring and sharing. It's Pepper Sanchez. And that makes Pepper an extremely easy target. Now we're watching a demonstration from Ginger proving that fact, as Ginger steals part of Pepper's apple. One pig that is very good at Apple Wars is Hoshi Oinku. He's a very fast eater and he always keeps those treats on the move. Ginger will test him, but it soon becomes very apparent that she's going to find very little success there and will switch very quickly back onto Pepper. Now, it's very easy when watching for the first time to feel sorry for little Pepper, but if you are a staff member, your sympathy wanes somewhat as Pepper almost refuses to learn from her mistakes. Let us hope that she can fend off Ginger, which it's looking like she is going to do. That's fortunate because she needs all the energy she can get for the next race.
All right. We have a little bit left of time. Get your predictions in chats. It's about to end. Ooh!
Breaking news! There's pandemonium in the streets as Hoshi and the patriarchy steal a win from all women. Oh, what's this? We have a woman right here. Yes, ma'am. What do you think about this?
Fucking Hoshi.
Very insightful. Back to you, Pete.
Well, there you have it. It's pandemonium. Pandemonium in the streets. Oh my god. Oh, dude. I didn't know you could just do that. I didn't know you could just do that. Tangia is becoming so fucking advanced. All right. Here we go. Race number 3. Can Pepper place top 3? She just got to get 3rd place. She just needs to qualify. That's all we need.
The door drops and Bear's forgotten how to race. Piggy Smalls and Pepper get the best starts, but Piggy Smalls is starting to pull away, and he does this. He
Piggy
makes
Smalls.
everybody look slow, and we've seen it
Where's
time
Pepper?
and time again. Piggy Smalls has this race all on his own as they jump down that step. Hoshoinku has to settle for second.
Pepper got 4th. Pepper got 4th.
But it's still a terrific round from him. But Piggy Smalls just pulls out those performances every so often that make you think that he's in a completely different league. Bear is racing like she's hungover. Come on, Bear. Show some grit, show some determination.
Pepper, we
You did an
believed
okay
in
round,
you.
round 1. Don't let your fans down. Pepper puts a really heartfelt performance in for the first 2/3 of this track, but once again the hill is becoming too much for the little pig and is simply getting squeezed out.
Was that last prediction like 30 seconds or a minute? Can I win a single fucking prediction? Hey, you know what they say? Most gamblers quit right before the big win. 30 seconds. Let's do a minute. I felt like that was really, really fast. Let's do a minute. Yeah. Okay. Chat, who do you want to make it into the top 3 on this next race? Hit me with it. Who do you want to see? I want Smalls. Okay. Let's do Piggy Smalls then. Will Piggy Smalls place in the top 3? Will Piggy make it to that top 3? Piggy Smalls literally just won this last race. I mean, Smalls is going to dominate. I mean, we'll see. He just won the last one. I mean, it's anybody's game still. Hawk Batui, I want you to know that the PETEdotPNG IRS is going to audit you at some point. It is alarming how much pee-pee you actually have.
Out by the bigger 3. You can sense that the season is starting to wheedle out the pigs that want it from the pigs that don't. I'm a 30-something-year-old boy. I should have a sow and piglets, but I
sorry.
don't.
Get your predictions in chat. Get your gambas in chat. Will Piggy Smalls place top 3? Yes. No. Yes. No. What will it be? Put your money where your mouth is, dude. He must convert his PP into some kind of hyperinflated fuck. I can't say currency. Hyperinflated currency? What is this? The Zimbabwe dollar? It takes like 10 million of these things just to buy a piece of bread. Nodders? Oh, dude. You gave 10,000 PP to Ash? That's nice of you. Wow. Philanthropic. That's the word I'm looking for, right? Philanthropic of you. Very charitable.
Because just like everyone else here, I'm working round
The
the clock
merch!
to bring the greatest animal show on the planet.
merch!
If we can be this irrational, so can you.
I'm not gonna lie, that sweater, that crew neck in pink, it's kind of doing it for me. I'm not gonna lie.
Take logic out
Saw
of it. Does
nothing?
this look like a logical enterprise to you? Seize the moment and get not just another black t-shirt. Get something with a pig right on it, massive. So people are confused.
Get something with a pig.
Strangers are asking, wait, what the hell are you wearing there? That's the kind of attitude you need to add a little bit of entropy into the whole thing. Your life. It's not going to do a great deal for your life, I'll admit, but it's not going to do anything bad either. It's neither here nor there, so there's no
Drip
reason,
check.
really, when you think about it,
Drip
not to
check.
go down to leagueofpigs.com and support your local pig races.
All right, race number 4. Let's get into this. God, I love these little art things that they put as end cards and transition cards for these. I think they're great. None of this is AI. This is literally, to my understanding, they commissioned somebody, and some of these are commissioned. Some of these were just made for the channel as like fan art, which is pretty cool. All right, let's see. Will Piggy Smalls make it in that top 3, dog?
Jaw drops. Toshi Oinku is the first and seizes the day. Lovely corner
Let's
by
go,
him.
let's
Ginger
go.
Scumbles. Piggy Smalls does
Go,
fantastic.
Hoshi.
He takes over 2 pigs. By the time they get to the bottom of the hill, Hoshi Oinku now rounding the corner. Ginger putting pressure on. Piggy Smalls not in
Piggy
the
Smalls
picture.
is right there.
He's starting to become in the picture over this mountain. All of them going round
He's
the
still in
corner.
third.
It's got to be Hoshi's now. And it is Hoshi's. Hoshi Oinku is having a storming performance this round as he
What's the
secures
official
a
call?
3rd win in
Piggy Smalls places 3rd. You know what that means, boys with an I, because I stands for inclusivity? You won the prediction! Whoop! 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 Yeah, I like my tailpipe to go whoop! 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 Damn.
4 races. Only the boys seem to be winning in round
15.4K go to Ash and Adam Skitru. Just the way I like it, baby.
2. Ginger makes a bit of a hash of that first corner, if we're honest, but Piggy Smalls does the exact opposite as he overtakes Bear and Pepper. Bear is starting to annoy me, I must say right now. It doesn't even look like she cares about the race.
No, I don't think...
She's not doing a great performance. Pepper is easily over.
Bear's got her head in the fucking clouds, bro. She just vibing.
Taking her. That's something you should always be worried about if you're in that situation. Bear just waltzes around that tree. It's totally unacceptable. Ginger does pause sometimes on that hill. You cannot be interested on the leaves and the shrapnel on the floor during a race. We've got to stay professional, and it's why the boys are the only ones winning right now. It's the only ones that have their heads in this game, especially Hoshi, who's not made very many mistakes over the last 4 races and is being rewarded as he should with a clear lead right now. Don't even think about digging, Hoshi. Not for 1 second. We saw it last round, and we're not going to have it here. Don't bother, especially by the flag. And you, Ginger, don't think that that's okay over there. And don't come over to where Hoshi's just been. Keep on walking, pig. That's right.
Okay. Let's raise the stakes just a little bit here. Okay? Let's raise the stakes a little bit here. Can Piggy Small... Ooh, wait. How do I want to phrase this? Will Piggy Smalls place in the top 2? 100K Piggy prize pool. Will Piggy Smalls place top 2? Either first or second place. Let's narrow the gap a little bit here. Can Piggy Smalls achieve first or second place? This is the real question. Let's continue with this little in-between boy.
And on the topic of walking, we thought we'd answer a question that nobody was asking. How do small pigs navigate a dense woodland environment? When they come to an object, do they climb over said object or circumnavigate it? Well, actually, they prefer to do neither of those options if they can help it. Their first port of call is to try and push.
Shit. Gamba is up. Get your predictions and shit.
The object. This seems to be far more convenient to them. And I can tell you from first-hand experience that they've got a lot of power
20K.
in the forward direction.
20 fucking K.
While they look quite chubby, they actually have a lot of muscle on them, and they're very good at getting low down and pushing forward.
Okay, Pepper, are you gonna let these male chauvinistic pigs, get it? Pigs because they're pigs. In any way, are you going to let these boys outshine you? Get out there and make the matriarchy proud.
Let's fucking go. Yes. Yes. Yes to that. Yes. Thanks, Macho Man. You know, I don't know what I would do without you.
And although we're just witnessing this on a pile of branches, I can tell you now that they can push much heavier objects than this.
All right, we're about to start race 5. I hope you're ready for this. Can Piggy Smalls get in that second place? or first place? Will Piggy be in that top 2? I don't know.
It's Pepper and Bear with the best starts. Actually, Ginger's also in the mix, but Piggy Smalls is looking threatening on the far side, and it's turning into the Piggy Smalls show once again. He makes it all look so effortless. Bear is annoying the hell out of me right now.
Not only did he get top 2, but he won the freaking race, dude. Easy clap. Easy clap, dude. Wow. Hey, I knew he was juicing, but I didn't know he was going to be that fast. 20K goes to Ash. Wow. Wow.
Walking over the finish line, how dare you? When you had a good start and have put no effort in the previous 4 races. Hoshi Oinku gets a respectable 3rd, given that he had the poorest start out of the 5. Ginger is staying consistent in
If you're enjoying the
place,
piggy races, put a quota in chat.
Winning, otherwise he's going to lose ground to these boys. Playtime is over in Season 10. We have summited the midway point of this season, and everyone needs to get more serious. We are a race or 2 away from ruling out Pepper and Bear completely from this season.
Wait. Are they going to... Wait. Is Pepper going away to a farm up north? Man said get more serious about a piggy race. This is... ATG, what do you mean? This is serious. This is the most important thing I've ever seen in my life. This is more important than Pearl Harbor. Okay, maybe not that. This is more important than the birth of your firstborn child. This is so critical. This is a This is a canon event. Let Pepper lose. She'll probably taste delicious. No, but how can you say that to his little face? To their little faces? How can you say that? Coochie coochie coo. Oh, you're gonna be so delicious when you grow up.
And it will be a battle of the bigger pigs. Oh, you little monsters. Digging in an area that we're definitely going to film in, are we? After I told you last round not to do it. There's not many rules to follow, pigs, yet you refuse to follow any rules at all. And who's...
Okay, I think... Actually, we'll find out our answer after the next
It's not going to be you guys, is it? It's going to be Muggins here or one...
All right. Let's just run back the same prediction. Will Piggy Smalls get into the top 2? We'll just run that one back.
It's not like we don't do enough.
Because I already know what the last gamba's going to be, and it really depends on how well Pepper can do in this next race.
Already. So now what? Filling holes is in the job description, is it? Don't remember having that meeting. None of you decided to run it past me. But instead, we're just going to dig all over the track. And you know what? I'm not even going to be optimistic anymore. I think you're going to dig this whole track up. I've lost a lot of faith in you pigs today. Ugh, unbelievable.
Yeah,
and even though Ginger and Piggy Smalls are annoying me by digging just there, for some reason it's worse when Pepper does it, and I don't know why. It's just watching that little pig dig so much is so antagonising to me.
Get your predictions in chat.
And Hoshi was digging last round, so it's probably likely that he's digging somewhere else. It's only Bear that we haven't seen dig. Actually, where is Bear? I don't see Bear much this round at all, have we? Both on the track and off the track. Bear's been good, I suppose, but that's probably because she's out of sight. I'm not sure we can actually put that down to her good behaviour, but we'll see.
It's worse when Pepper does it. Looks at it like a glue factory. Oh my god.
For the rest of you, you're going to be an absolute nightmare to manage, aren't you?
True.
Thank God we're not in the paddock anymore, hey? Right, before I get too angry, I suppose we better get on to the next race.
All right, here we go. Here we go, boys.
Next race. It's a quick start for race 6. Bear's on top of Hoshi, but all of them get a decent start. But it's Pepper that beats everyone to the post.
Check out our new collaboration with League of Pigs. The bottom 2 racers of the latest championship got a special prize.
Oh, yeah? What is that?
Now, who's ready for ham sandwiches?
No!
Mmm.
Bruh.
No! Where's the humanity? guess the roosters are come to the roost.
Again, and
Okay, we're gonna. I'm sorry. That gave me PTSD. We're starting the race over.
It's a quick start for race 6. Bears on top of Hoshi, but all of them get a decent start. But it's Pepper that beats everyone to the post once again.
You're good.
And I know
You're
there's
good.
no hurdles on this course, so
You're
is
good.
this going to be Pepper's race? Pepper fans are on their feet right now as she still keeps them at bay around the corner. But it's Piggy S'mores and Ginger the biggest
Piggy?
threats. Pepper has the inside line on this lower hill, but Piggy S'mores has the inside line on the second. And he stomps all over Pepper Sanchez fans' dreams by ploughing past Pepper in the final few feet. Pepper Sanchez puts in a valiant effort through the whole race, but is simply not powerful.
Piggy Smalls has taken the win once again. That Victory Royale is in the Piggy's corner. Smalls, there ain't nothing small about this dog. He's fucking massive. He's going fucking sicko mode. PTSD, pork to savor delicately. Yes.
Enough to do that final incline at pace. And if I am being frank, Pepper Sanchez fans, I think you must celebrate this the same way
That's true.
you did on her victory in
That's
race
true.
4 last round, because I really don't think we're going to see a better performance from Pepper this round. Hoshi Oinku is definitely the biggest loser here. It's the first time he's fell out of the top 3 positions, and that makes a significant difference to the overall point standings this round.
That's true.
Piggy S'mores, of course, is
That's
the biggest
true.
winner this race, as he gets 7 points more over his big rival Hoshi, and he claims another 5 points on another big rival Ginger. For now, we
I love when they call me Big Pig. Yeah, Pig Papa's a little bit better.
tip our hat to Pepper, but we must plough on with the rest of the round. The hill continues to be a source of fascination for these 5, and brambles is the dish of the day, and the dish looks good, or so thinks Hoshi Oinku, who climbs on top of the fence to reach the higher up brambles. They must be tastier, otherwise it's a pointless exercise. And because of Hoshi's top heaviness, he finds himself straddled across the fence. Bear also fancies herself some brambles and is looking for a good spot and decides that Hoshi...
I'm gonna be honest, I think Bear's gonna get disqualified. Like, her head's not been in the game. She's been up in the clouds, bro. There's no way. There's no way.
His exact position is the best place. Hoshi's not exactly happy about that. And Ginger's looking to wedge herself in, but Bear has the biggest resolve. In fact, it looks like we're going to lose Bear for the next race.
I'm starting to think that Bear isn't actually a bear. Huh. Crazy. All right. I want her to get up in there, okay? I do. Can Pepper place in the top 3? She just got second last round. Can Pepper get in the top 3? Because if she gets into the top 3, she automatically qualifies for the next round. She has not been performing well throughout this entire round. She's pulled in maybe 2 close wins in the entirety of this season. But can she secure her place? Can Pepper place top? Yeah, sure. Top 3. Predict up. Yeah, prediction is now up. Yes, Queen. No, I'm a hater. Wow. You're really not sugarcoating it, huh? Will Pepper place in the top 3? I know it doesn't say 3, but it's the top 3. I was typing so fast. I know. Athena, you work too hard, and I don't care what Rizzoli says. You work real hard. Can Pepper top? Pepper can top me. I'll tell you that much. You're working hard, Athena. And that's what I'm really trying to say here. All right, so the prediction's almost over, and as soon as it's done, we can get out of this awkward silence and we can get into the race. Pepper probably runs faster than I do. Pepper probably runs faster than both of us combined, Ash. Like, take both of our speeds, double it, Pepper still goes faster. All right, here we go.
It's the penultimate race, and this time it's Ginger who shows some longing for a victory as she leads the pack out. Hoshi's just overtaken Pepper for second. Piggy Smalls looks like he's seeking a result this race. Everyone's trying to keep up with Ginger and doing a good job.
Ginger's doing pretty. Ginger's pulling ahead
from this British pig as she pulls away from
Piggy
the
Smalls
others.
is right behind.
That lead has been eroded by Hoshi almost immediately on that hill as Ginger takes the bend too wide, letting Hoshi on the inside lane.
No,
and
Pepper,
poor camera work stopped us from seeing
no,
the clear
Pepper.
victor. But you barely need to be holding the camera to see how
I need to see the points.
that race was for Bear.
I need to see the
and
points.
There you have it. Ginger clings on to the lead and claims her.
Pepper fans in shambles. The haters have it. That is so disappointing. Oh my God. Hawk Patui. We don't... Get your Santa Easy out of here.
Her first victory this race meeting.
Oh
and
no,
breaks
the haters
monopoly
have
of
it.
victories that the boys have had in this set of races. Bear has completely
Pan
collapsed over
all
the last
Pepper
7
haters.
races, and any spark that was there at the beginning of this season has been totally extinguished. Bear fans everywhere will be bitterly disappointed, and they have every right to be. The points are extremely close, making this final race a must-watch. Instead of me losing my mind to these pigs digging, let us go on to something that is the most meaningful part of the show for me. It is our homage to the Patreon members. Our numbers
There you have it,
significantly
boys.
Since the last round, this may well be the most pivotal moment.
There you have it,
history.
boys.
Thank you, everybody.
What's this last thing at the back end of this video? It's like the last 2 minutes.
To the final race.
Wait. There was another round. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. I don't know what to do with my hands. There's another race. There's one last race. Oh my goodness. Okay. Pepper. Can you do it? We need you. We need you to qualify. All it's going to take is if you just get in the top 3 one more time, you can move on to the next round. That's all we need from you. Please. Will Pepper place top 3? This is the final race, boys, with an I, because I stands for exclusivity. This is the race. This is the ultimate thing of this stream of today. And also a canon event. It's very important. It's like the Lincoln Memorial for pigs. It's very important. All right. Can Pepper do it? Top 3 Pepper? Yes, Pepper. Go, Pepper. No, I'm stinky. Prediction is up. If I look up Piggy. Okay. Pig step. What the fuck is pig step? What the fuck is pig step? Dubstep for pigs? I think so. Let it land. Let it land. I'm not gonna lie, this is actually kind of good. Womp, 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 womp. Is it called Pig Step because this is the pig song from Minecraft? Is that why? And they remixed it? Have we really digressed that hard that wide gay sex has become just a blue and a red dot? Have we gotten such brain rot that this is what it's reduced to? We can see 2 dots just moving like this, and we automatically know what it is. The internet is a beautiful place. All right, let's get into our final race. Why did I say rach? Welcome in, Asiago Peach. We're doing the last piggy race of the day. And it all comes down to this. My Pepper believers, you better be losing your fucking britches right now because Pepper is going to get in the top 3. I hope. I really hope. I did not pre-watch this. I have no idea.
It's a chaotic door opening for the final.
Okay, here we go.
Hoshi gets the best lead
Hoshi's in the front. Piggy's right behind. Ginger's pulling ahead.
Piggy Smalls has space and he's certainly using it. The
Piggy Smalls is coming in.
On this hill, but Hoshi uses his physicality to ensure the race victory by slamming Piggy Smalls into the tree roots of that corner
Pepper!
and secures this final victory.
I'm sorry. Hold on. We need to take that frame by frame. What? Pepper, what were you even doing, bro? Look at this. Look at this.
But
Hoshi, Piggy, and Ginger. And Pepper's just like, wow. I'm sorry. That wasn't her. That's her. She just meandered into the frame.
His physicality to ensure the race victory by slumming Piggy
Pepper,
Smalls.
What happened? Did you get EP?
That corner and secure
Oh my gosh, dude.
this final victory, topping off a brilliant round for the Japanese pig. Piggy Smalls did well to come from behind and get second place.
Well,
he's had another good round. Ginger's got third place. I think this race has pretty much summed up the whole round as a total.
Yeah.
Let's bring the round overview
I would say
points
so.
down. We'll see the season overview.
All right, so here's our season overview. Hoshi at the top with 62 points. Piggy Smalls, 55 points. Ginger, 53 points. Bit of a surprise. Ginger was at the bottom of the board in the very beginning. Pepper has made it to the top 4 overall. Fortunately, she has performed well enough in the past that she might just qualify, but that point system is not looking good for her, especially with Bear not even trying. So we shall see. We'll see what the judges say. Maybe maybe Pepper will actually squeal by into the next round.
Just a few seconds. Hoshi Oinku. What an astounding 8 races for him as he claims 4 victories. Piggy Smalls has also
killed
done
it this
very well,
time.
and Ginger has scored a
Murdered them.
surprising
He's
amount
going
of
to
points
jail.
because she's never fell out of the top 3 places this whole round. What another superb race meeting we've just witnessed. Well, there you have it.
Breaking news! There is mass hysteria at the pig races. Pepper has taken up arms in protest of this rigged bullshit-ass race. I don't think I'm gonna make it out of here alive. Tell my family that I love them and that I'm sorry we didn't get to spend enough time together. No, no, Pepper, no.
Not the Wilhelm scream. I'm sorry, you're hearing my real voice. Hi, socks. Hi, socks. Oh, no. Animosity breaks across the entire pig arena.
Pepper not able to keep up with the pace, and Bear ruling herself out of this competition.
Fuck! I think Pepper's about to get disqualified, y'all. I think Pepper's not gonna make it. I mean, fucking Bear has more points overall. I know, Pepe hands for surezies.
Means that season 10 is the season we see the crowning moment of the first triple champion. The stakes do not get any bigger than this. The sport is about to climax in the most magnificent of ways.
Oh, were we climaxing?
Insane if you miss the next installment of this. Piggy Smalls, Hoshi, and Ginger have their eyes fixed on Legacy. But for now, thank you so much for watching, viewers, and we'll see you back here for the finals.
Okay. Well, that's that. That's that. Boys, I hope that was just as exciting for you as it was for me, because guess what? The moment I mean, well, not the moment, but like the day that I go live after the next episode comes out, we're watching it. The moment that we have the opportunity to. We are watching that next piggy race. But that was fucking insane. I literally cannot believe that I can't believe that Pepper is at the bottom of the leaderboard. But at the same time, I mean, Hoshi Oinku, my boy, my favorite little bacon snacky boy, he's pulling ahead. He's pulling ahead. He's currently in second place for the wait. Am I saying that right? Let me look at the thing one more time. Yeah. Hoshi is currently in second place for the season thus far. We're looking really good. We're looking really banging. Ginger is coming in at third. Let me just pull up the stats one more time. Smalls at the very top. He might just go for that triple action like turkey. Is that considered a turkey? Three strikes in a row, right? Is he gonna go for that turkey championship? Because he won. He won season 9. He won season 8, and he's pulling really far ahead on season 10. So I mean, it's not looking too hot for the rest of the competition. He's got experience. He has that belt. He's had that belt for 2 years in a row already. It's practically his anniversary of getting the belt. But Hoshi is not someone to be slept on. He is a pig with heart and speed, and he's got fucking roids up the wazoo. His pee-pee is so small because of all of the roids that he's been taking, okay? He's a big boy, keeps the pigs from overtaking. True. He's got that mass. He's got that width, you know? I'm going to be following this very closely. I think he has a legitimate chance of pulling ahead. What up, Skelly? I think he has a chance of legitimately pulling ahead. Things are looking up, but Pepper is just where is her head pin? Where is her head pin? Bear practically threw away this last round, and she is still top 4. Pepper tried she literally pulled ahead twice. She won the race once in this round. It was looking up. But this is disappointment. This is animosity. This is pure pandemonium in the streets. The matriarchy is not succeeding today. How does it make you feel seeing the board dominate? Wait, hold on. Oh, I guess it's only 2 guys. Because Ginger, Bear, and Pepper, they're all female pigs. How does it make you feel being third fiddle to 2 male pigs? Huh, Ginger? I'm sure that doesn't feel very good. Are you really telling me that a ginger bred this man? I sure hope not. But we will see. We'll see how this all unfolds. I'm hoping that the next episode comes out probably like in a week or 2. I know it takes them a little while before they put out these pig leagues, but hey, we'll see. We'll ultimately see. No, let's not listen to Pig Step. Actually, let's not listen to Pig Step. All right, boys, how are we doing? Do. Hi, Sniffles. Did you know that even Sniffles could win these pig races? Even Sniffles. That's crazy. I didn't even know he qualified. But he can. You just wait. He's going to pull forward. Even Sniffles. How are you doing, Skelly Pops? When all the bullshit that happened last week with Twitch changing their nudity thing, I was looking up for you. I was like, dude, Skelly is about to pop off. And then they completely took a big, massive diarrhea shit all over it.
You demanded it. You begged for it.
Uh-huh.
And now it's finally here.
Mm-hmm.
Ah! Fresh off of the League of Pigs circuit comes the brand new whole fresh pepper deluxe sandwich.
No, wait. Fuck. An entire Fresh Pepper Deluxe. I mean, old Twitch took the peepees away. That's true. Here, I'm really quick. I'm gonna reiterate what I said earlier on. For the homies that have joined us recently. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. I think it's complete bullshit. I'm gonna TLDR this. If you wanna hear my entire rant about this, you can go earlier in the VOD. I think it's absolute bullshit that they changed these policies because they banned Morgue Pie. They made an example of her, and then they completely reverse it. They ban over 5,000 Twitch streamers simply because they were listening to the rules, and at the time, it was totally in the clear. It was completely in the clear. Then they ban everybody retrospectively that actually took advantage of it. 5,000. 5,000. Because you got to think, like, there is a huge amount of artists on this platform. Secret downsizing movement. True. I think that this was a bit of an inside job, in my opinion, but that's a controversy for another day. That's a conspiracy for another day. Now, where I'm getting with this is, despite everything that they just went through last week, the pure fucking anarchy bullshit that they did with changing their guidelines, guess what? They brought Morgue Pie back. She got unbanned, and guess what, homies? She is doing exactly the same thing that she did that got her banned in the first place. But the only difference now is Twitch is like, well, you're making a lot of money and you're not showing your nipples, so we'll let it slide. It's like your boss, it's like if your boss changed the workplace attire policy to anything, and he's fine with your female coworker wearing a short skirt, but you don't get scheduled for work the entire week just because you wore a shirt and dog dicks with dog dicks on. I'm sorry, dog dicks? Okay, if your boss tells you that you can wear anything, I feel like you should read the room and not wear a shirt that has dog red rockets all over it. But I hear what you're saying. I understand very clearly. I get what you're stepping in. I smell what you're stepping in. I understand. Whew. You can still pole dance on stream too. True. They did loosen things up a little bit, but pulling the trigger and banning a bunch of people who listened to your policy and tried their best, albeit they did push the line, to retrospectively ban people for doing the thing that your guidelines literally said was all in the clear is probably one of the most BM things I've ever seen. And I don't mean boner material this time. I mean bowel movement. It's bad. Yeah, but then you go, "Hey boss, it was a joke. I have a change of clothes in the car." And he turns around and walks away, and you can't appeal, and he won't answer your calls or text or emails. Yeah, that's true. That is true. Twitch going back on its word since when? Since the moment that Justin TV became Twitch. Like, honestly, okay, listen. I don't typically say this word on stream, so you know that I'm being serious here. They are fucking retarded for doing the shit that they just did last week. I'm sorry, but they're so brain rot. Do they not listen to any of their community members? Does no one actually hear what anyone else has to say within the conference room? I don't mean, like, I didn't get banned, right? But some of my friends actually pushed this line, and thankfully none of them have been banned. But it just makes you think, what's the thing? You know, I'm just listening to their guidelines. Are they actually going to, like, pull the trigger on banning me too? It's funny. It really is. I don't know, man. I don't know. Geeky was banned. Are you fucking kidding me? Geeky was banned? Did Geeky say anything about this on, like, Twitter or anything? Is there a place where I can get this information straight from her mouth? Can I get the information from the horse's mouth? They did? Let me look. No, she was banned, appealed the ban, and was denied the appeal. What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh, that's a whole ass titty. I'm glad I didn't put. I'm glad that I did not pull Twitter up on stream. Okay. I'm still alone. Wait, am I not following Geeky on Twitter or something? Or did I spell aesthetically wrong? Okay. I mean, their channel is here, so I'm guessing that they're unbanned now. Well, and plus I saw them in a chat earlier today as well. It was a 3-day. Still, banning anybody for any length of time is literally ruining their, I don't want to say livelihood, because I mean, Geeky's not the type of person to like, you know, full-time content creator or whatever, but it really affects a lot of shit, dude. Okay, here. Finally on the Twitter. I want to hear what they had to say. Oh, that's why, because it's Geeky the dork, not aesthetically geeky. do. Well, I'm unbanned, thank fuck, but this goes to show how fucking ridiculous a platform Twitch is when it comes to artists/artistic nudity. Now free the other streamers that don't deserve a ban. Hashtag free Wubby, hashtag free Uncle Joe. Uncle Joe got banned too? What the fuck? They're just going for the jugular on like everybody. Banned complete bullshit. Bro. Free my man. Oh my god, dude. Yeah, again, in my example before, you don't get scheduled for a week, and you can't pay rent or buy groceries or make your card payment. So your life is fucked because your boss is a complete asshole. Yeah. Yeah, like actually though. Like actually, that's fucked up. Okay. I don't know what to make all of this other than, you know, just remember, if you're gonna get fucked in the ass, you might as well do it in the Senate hearing room, so that way everybody across the nation can hear about it, go directly to that OnlyFans, and remember that that is the exact room that you got your ass fucked in, that held the 9/11 commission hearings. Okay, so never forget. That's a callback to earlier in stream. Also, one last thing that I want to reiterate. Guys, we're gonna get a Chainsaw Man movie. We're literally about to get a Chainsaw Man movie, and I'm so excited about it. That you're probably not the first person to get fucked on in the Senate. Yeah, true. That's actually true. So many people, millions of Americans have actually been fucked in that room. True story. Yeah, apparently, according to Joe, the part that got him banned was playing trombone while wearing a Speedo with What? I'm sorry, what? That's barely anything. Come on. Guess what? People have penises. And guess what? He didn't show his penis to anybody. What's the big deal? Well, the Attack on Titan guys are making a One Piece remake. Stop it. No, they're not. Oof, I mean, every American was probably fucked metaphorically in that room at one point. Yeah, true. That's true. His cam prob went below the cum. Got to keep the cam just above the goods. That's true. You should. You actually should. You unequivocally should. Damn, dude. Damn. That's majorly fucked up. I have a question to all of you Wubby viewers in here. What are you gonna do in about 40 minutes when my man can't go live? How are you gonna spend your Sunday evening? I'm curious, because for me, I'm gonna just play video games with. Oh, you're gonna sleep? That's good. Keep watching Pete. Don't PNG. I really wish that I could continue going. Watch Peach in 2 hours. Oh, Peachy's going live. Fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah, dude. Athena, I because I wasn't watching. Was Peachy playing Lethal Company with the boys today too? Was Peachy playing that with the boys too? Power Wash Simulator and then Peach and Maru. Yep. Okay, cool. Sick. I'm gonna be honest. I wanted to join that, and I don't want to. I don't want to give my exact reasoning publicly, but I wasn't able to, and I think I've already said too much. I think I've already said too much. Point is, I would have loved to play with the boys, but it just wasn't in the cards. Simple as that. Some rapping. Let's go. Peachy was on our team. Let's go, dude. Pizza pops and ice cream, probably. Oh, that sounds dank. That sounds dank. You know, speaking of dank, I haven't actually smoked weed in probably like 5 days, and it has nothing to do. It's nothing to do with like I'm trying to quit, but I literally ran out, and it's too goddamn cold outside for me to go to the dispensary. I'm gonna keep it a buck. It is literally freezing temperatures. Yeah, involuntary tolerance break. Like actually, like it's been for my American boys. It has been a cruising between around like 30 to about 36 degrees pretty much every day for this last week. And for my Canadian boys, it's frozen. Water frozen. Yeah, freezing. Oh no. Yeah, exactly. It's been really fucking cold over here. And it's interesting because every other morning, it's not consistent. Every other morning, it just snows. I wake up and there's just an inch of snow on the ground, like every other day. It's very peculiar. Just close to freezing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. One day, the rest of us will catch up to Cali, and we'll be able to order a weed for delivery. Here's the thing, I could do that. I'm about to give you some tinfoil hat bullshit. I I would take advantage of the weed delivery thing, except for the fact that one, most delivery places here only accept cash, and then the places that do accept like debit cards and you can actually pay for it before they arrive, they require you to give your like card information to a thing called AeroPay. I don't know if the rest of the states have it, but here in Colorado, they have this thing called AeroPay, which is specifically for cannabis e-commerce. And the thing is, because it's not federally legal yet, I'm a little wary about giving my actual like card information like on file to a company that I hadn't heard of before I moved here, and two, to one that involves marijuana when it's still very much outlawed in too many states here. So I think that's mostly just like a little like I'm a little wary of it. I still rather go into the store because it's like a candy shop, You walk in, you get to greet the lady, you get to compliment her nails. She tells you about some new deals, and before you know it, you're walking out with $25 worth of some good kush, and you're just like you're over the moon, dog. You're over the moon. But speaking over the moon, I'm over the moon that y'all got to join me here today. Unfortunately, at this time, we got to start packing it up because I got to go pick up Maru from work, and she doesn't like it when I'm late. And it is what it is. I would love, believe you me, I would love to continue streaming, but I do need to go pick her up. I do have the car, so I'll do that. I got to go do that. So I hope you had a lot of fun today. I know I certainly did. I will catch you once again for movie night. We have how many left? How many left of this? We have 2 Christmas movie nights left on the 20th and on the 27th. If you have any Christmas movies that you would like to actually like put into the running, I encourage you, please go into the Discord, suggest it in main, suggest it wherever you honestly want. But just, if there's something that I'm missing, if there's a Christmas movie that I'm missing that you really want to see, or holiday movie, not just Christmas, put it in the Discord. I'll at least hear you out. Nightmare Before Christmas, please. But that's a Halloween movie. I know Christmas is in the name, but come on. We love Maru, though. True. We do love Maru around these parts. We do. It is not. Okay. But it's about... Oh, The Polar Express, that's a pretty good one. It's all about Christmas. Yeah, I guess so. I guess you're right. I don't know. All right. Anyway, boys, girls, NB babies, boys with an I, because I stands for inclusivity, including all of you. I appreciate you. I love you. Thank you for joining me here today. It's been a hoot, holler, a goof, gaff, laugh, riot, and even a chuckle. We had a lot of fun here today. Some pigs got shots. We did a lot of things. Pete, random, but what if you...
Peep, come pick me up. It's cold out here.
I'm coming. I promise. I'll be there soon. I promise. I'll be there soon. All right. Before we go, just know I appreciate you. I love you. I'll see you on Wednesday. And I'm going to leave you with a little presentation. I'm starting to really get into the whole like ending the stream with this. So I didn't mean to press that button. I'm sorry. We'll do that in just a second here. On Thursday, this coming Thursday, is it the wait. Yeah, it is this Thursday. Thursday the 21st. We're going to be doing our mustache radio for the ooh.
Hey guys, gotta go get Maru.
I'm coming, Maru. Oh shit, I'm driving fast. Who did I shoot? Wait, hold on. Who the fuck did I shoot? Oh my god. Anyway, Mustache Radio this Thursday. If you have any music that you want to share with the community and share with me, this is the perfect opportunity for you to do it. And here's the best part. It's free. So, as a little bit of promo and a little bit of an outro to today's stream, I hope you enjoy this. But please join me in saying hello to a homie. That's a really good raid message. That's actually perfect.